Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night InSaNiTation.
Sorry. Saturday Night Sanitation?
Yes, everybody, bring out your garbage, clean your toilets. Hi.
Podcast. We forgot podcast.
Welcome to the podcast of sanitation techniques. And we're a man down, apparently. Who knows where Cass is? He disappeared. We just gave up waiting for him and decided to start the show without him.
Garbage lost internet, we're guessing. He just disappeared and he's not online in Discord or anywhere else.
He disappeared off the face of the earth. We may never see him again. We strongly suspect, based on no information whatsoever, that a meteor probably hit his house.
Well, no, chat suspects that. We're just going along with it. And it seems pretty plausible.
Yeah, it does.
I hope that his internet, all that happened is his internet went out and he's now just sitting back watching a fucking movie on his big screen.
It's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Lawrence of Arabia it is.
What was the bed? Greetings and sanitation.
Greetings and sanitations, yes. So how's everybody doing this week?
Meh.
Awesome. Meh.
It's been a pretty shit week, honestly.
Yeah. It's been a slightly better week for me than the past couple weeks. So.
Oh, you stole all the energy, you fuck.
Take that as a compliment.
Yeah, I sucked it all out of the air from all of you. The energy vampire that I am.
I wouldn't call you that at all.
It's funny
That's
how...
definitely not what you are.
No. I have dated energy vampires. It's draining, literally.
Empathetic people are susceptible to those kind of people, though. You're likely to also still do that. Not very.
Because, well, I think being empathetic as well.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant. So.
Yeah, I figured. And that's, yeah, it's not fun. It's fun when you find someone that resonates well with that energy, but it's not when you
hard
find someone who just sucks it out of you, drains it from you.
Two heavily empathic people can actually cause anxiety with each other without meaning to.
That's true. Yeah, I can see that.
You gotta be careful. That's all. That dynamic just doesn't fit just because you're both empathic.
You need to find the happy balance.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, I got some pickups this week. A few things that I ordered like a month ago finally arrived in the mail. So, hooray.
Damn.
That was good. I like it when that happens. It's like, I know these things are coming, but I'm not entirely sure when they're going to arrive. And it turns out they all arrived at almost the same time. So, it was kind of cool. So, I have actually pretty cool stack of 4 pickups this week of some really neat items. I'm looking forward to showing you all.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Jesus Christ.
15.
Okay. Yeah,
my sale items came in finally from Severin, and they've been on the mail for like 3 weeks.
10. Wow. How about you, Quack?
Technically 17 with everything
I
included.
think I have like 7.
I'll probably...
I'm not sure what
7 or 8.
7 or 8? Nice. I'll probably
He
not
doesn't
have
even
any
know
pickups
what
the rest
they
of the
are.
month.
Okay. It'll be a
It's just
surprise
that all
to
those
Quack
sale
as
things
well.
I remember where I put them.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The sale things came in from Justin yesterday or last week, and then sale things from last month, all of course. But I haven't really bought anything this month. I bought 2 things this month.
Nerd Guy reminded me the one shitty thing happened this week is I got 8 copyright claims on one of the gameplay videos I had posted and scheduled for Halloween. Basically, it was an indie game that used all freely available public domain.
Oh, and they fucking lost
Creative Commons 3.0 licensed sounds.
Yep.
So it turns out some random metal band used one of those sounds in one of their songs. So the, wonderful, flawless YouTube Content ID algorithm picked it up. Ugh. And it's like, yeah, okay, here's the way this works. Anybody in the world can use that sound for any purpose.
Forever.
The only thing this band owns is their transformative work created around that sound. They do not own the original sound itself.
Correct.
I explained this. Provided a link to the sound, the original source. I even researched this band and researched the sound.
What?
The sound.
Type me in text what it is. You don't want to give them free advertising.
What?
I want to know who it is, but I don't want you to say it out loud.
I'm not going to say who it is. You've probably heard of them. They've been around for a while. I thought it was some shitty indie band, but actually it wasn't. It was a band that's been around for quite a while. And, I'm
curious.
I'll tell you if I remember, or if you remember to remind me.
Yeah. Put in the cram at some point.
Anyway, so they use the sound. So in my research, I posted a link to the sound, link to the license. I said, this is when the sound was originally posted on freesound.org. This is when the song that this metal band did was originally released. And this is when they which was 3 years after the fact, by the way, 3 years after the sound was posted. And this is when the metal band posted the music video to this sound, which is what is being claimed on my video. Provided all of this information. They're represented by Orchard Music, which is a fucking fly-by-night bullshit company as far as I'm concerned.
I hate Orchard. They're one of those gatekeeper companies that just buy up indie bands and lock them away.
I know. I know. So they claimed all 8 parts of the playthrough. I disputed all 8 parts. They rejected all 8 disputes. So my only other option was to appeal. But here's the problem. If they decide to... this is the problem and why this system is broken. If the claimant decides to reject the appeal, I get a strike on my account. Copyright strike.
8
of them. That would, instantly nuke my channel. So I reached out to Team YouTube on Twitter, which is supposed to be there to help partners when they have issues. I presented the whole fucking case twice. They sent me 2 canned responses. Oh, well, sometimes it's hard to understand why a copyright holder, has claimed the blah, 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 blah. And I'm like...
just a fucking person answer my question.
That's the point. It's not... they don't own this sound. Oh, my God, Jail. Seriously? Not in the middle of a rant, please. It's like you're mocking me. Anyway.
Correct.
So, yeah, they sent me 2 canned responses, and then I responded again, no, you're not listening. They don't own the sound. Here is all of my evidence to prove this. And they just ignored me.
Of course.
And I checked the page. They were helping other people since getting my request. And, just little stupid things that required canned responses. And they just refused to listen. So, basically, sorry, guys. Deleted the whole playthrough. Because I'm not going to give fucking Orchard Music a single goddamn cent of my ad revenue for something that they... literally do not own and are literally stealing money from. And by the way, this particular sound on freesound.org, over 6,000 downloads. So that's potentially 6,000 people out there using it. How many of them are having their revenue stolen by Orchard Music?
All of them.
Yeah.
Because that bot picked it up.
Yeah. And you'd think a human at Orchard Music would look at it, it's like, oh, yeah, no, this is a mistake. But
there's no human there.
Or that there's a human at Team YouTube that would say, oh, yeah, this is clearly a mistake. You presented compelling and irrefutable evidence. We'll remove those flags. But no.
Corporations aren't our friends.
No, they really aren't. And it doesn't matter the fact that I've been a YouTuber since 2006, so over 14 years. I've been a partner for 13 of those 14 years. But apparently even that doesn't make a difference. It's like, oh, okay, so you just want me to make content, you make money off me, and if I have an issue with your system that you created, then fuck me, I guess.
You should make a video out of this.
So, well, I might, I don't know. But anyway, so I just deleted the videos. I'm going to post them on Twitch, because Twitch's system recognizes them as Creative Commons sounds.
Yeah,
so
because their bot's not dumb, though they have their own problems.
They have their own problems.
Nuclear blast, I'm looking at you, motherfuckers.
It's not perfect.
Always muting my shit.
Yeah, I've had a few, little shitty indie bands mute my shit. Like, some of my Skyrim fail videos. It's like, okay, there's... Your crappy little indie garage band song is not in that video anywhere. It's just Skyrim sounds from the game, which you own none of. So... Like, I am very well versed on who owns all of the music in Skyrim because I've had some of my other Skyrim videos flagged. So I have researched this, and I know when a flag is legit or not. So I'm just tired of being treated like a fucking peon who doesn't understand how the copyright system works. And the Content ID says, no, I understand it very fucking well, thank you very much. If I see I can recognize a bogus flag from a legit flag instantly.
Humans usually can with any kind of training.
And if I'm not sure, it's easy enough to find the information,
Right.
So, anyway, that was the one thing that really put a damper on my week. I was going to do some filming for Halloween stuff and updates and whatnot, but it just totally ruined my day. I was just chasing fucking Team YouTube all goddamn day, trying to get a human, and, yeah, good luck. There's no humans there.
No, Iceman, there's no actual way to contact humans at Google. None. Not at all.
I've spoken to humans there before, like when
you gotta get through the bot fucking army first.
Exactly. When they refused to let me monetize my own videos because of my own theme song that I composed,
which is hilarious.
Which is ridiculous. In that case, I was dealing with some fucking intern that didn't know what the hell she was talking about, and I had to educate her as we were going through the process, explain how music modules use public domain sounds, and no, there's no documentation about this because they were just distributed freely throughout the module making community.
We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. I don't really have a lot of a few.
So yeah. So anyway, I had to navigate that. Eventually, I think she just got tired of dealing with me. It was like, fine.
She probably just didn't know what you were talking about and said, whatever, he probably knows what he's talking about. That's probably what happened,
Probably, yeah. I mean, I think I presented a pretty compelling case, and I ended up winning in the end. Like, whenever I get a human...
That was years ago, too.
When I get a human on the phone, I can present the case, and the human will recognize the flaw in the system and make the necessary adjustment. But that's the trick, is getting a fucking human. So... Yes, bullshit.
You have to have millions of subscribers, Major Tanoco, to get an actual human assigned to you at YouTube.
Oh, yeah, you have to be one of the heavy hitters, and it's like tenure...
You have to make them millions of dollars first.
Tenure means nothing. If you're still small potatoes like me, it doesn't matter how long you've been plugging away at it. You're still a nobody to them.
You're like low middle.
Yeah.
You have to have like subs, right?
At least hundreds of thousands. I've got like a little over 21, I think.
Over 20? Okay, I only have like 1,000.
21,000.
After 10 years of YouTube, 12 years of YouTube, I only have 1,000 subscribers. So
it's harder.
Because once I started, it was already too late.
Yeah, it's hard to get in
Twitch.
there. A lot of it is luck. You just luck out, and something goes viral, and that's where you get your audience from. That's how they discover you.
That's the only way to get an audience.
Pretty much.
Get something go viral.
Just blind fucking luck.
Riverdance video.
Which?
What?
Like my VHS Riverdance video I posted that boosted me to 4,000 subscribers.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You don't put anything in your channel and you get 4,000 subscribers. I put actual fucking content. I got 1,000.
Our very own JL has over 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Did you know that?
What the fuck?
Yep. He has a video.
That's bullshit.
He has a video on his channel that has about 5.7 million views.
That's such bullshit. You know it.
Even JL was saying it's bullshit. He doesn't know how it happened, but he's like, I was talking to him about it the other day, and you're saying, JL, it's like, I hardly even use my YouTube, and I haven't posted on it in like literally 8 years.
Start uploading YouTube, dude. JL, start doing reviews of your favorite Disney movies. Not fucking kidding.
Yeah,
you'll start making some money, dude. Yeah. Not even kidding.
That's actually a good idea.
And then you can use that money here.
Just make sure your camera is not upside down.
Actually, that might get him more views.
That's true. You never know. You never know.
Apparently, Princess Luna Moon follows me and just found out.
Like that's absolutely something you can do in your spare time, dude. I mean, it doesn't even need to be incredible production value. You just talk about the stuff you love, and other people who love the same things will respond. I mean, you've already got a good starting numbers there, so
you have an amazing starting number. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I wish I had that kind of audience.
To be fair, the one that got 5.7 million views is an episode of the anime of Jungle Book, and that's the ones that have the most views. But some of his other ones have fair, decent views as well, like his personal ones. So,
yeah.
you know.
That's because he's got a large audience. People will watch his shit now.
Yep. Exactly.
They're like, oh, I must be following
like,
this guy for some reason.
This guy likes the stuff
later.
that I like. Yeah.
8 years later, they're like, I don't know why I follow this guy, but I must have followed him for a reason. Let's watch his videos.
It's like, oh yeah, I watched all those Jungle Book episodes you posted.
People like that.
Yeah, I do that every once in a
So
while.
I didn't know
For dinner.
Princess Luna Moon follows me on Twitter, and like I didn't know her username. It's completely different from fucking her username here. So I was like, who the fuck is this person?
She has a couple different ones.
Does she?
Yeah, like on Fortnite, she's Princess Moondragon. But
Moondragon,
same
she's
person.
Lady Maywolf here.
Lady Maywolf. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. She is
cool.
She is a woman of many names. Many
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
identities.
I was like, I did not know she was following me. I feel really self-conscious.
It just
now.
gets I know. There's a few there's a number of people who follow me who have multiple usernames, and sometimes I don't even realize it's the same person. I think it's like two completely different people. I find out years later it's the same person. It's like, oh, you're that person. You? All right.
For dinner.
Anyway, I just was really surprised by that.
Yes.
Thanks for following me.
So that was one of the things that stressed me out this week and impeded my productivity. That like literally ruined an entire day this week for me dealing with that shit.
That's understandable.
And then there was some issues with an individual who kept coming back and stirring up shit in the chat and stressing me out, and he's banned now. But
I think I know who that is.
Yeah,
they've been in my chat trying to get me to talk to you, I think.
Yeah, well, we'll just leave it at that.
Oh God!
And if there's any issues you guys have with this person, let me know. And we'll.
I haven't, but
no.
I think I know who you're talking about. We'll talk about it later, obviously. But
yeah, but it's
I haven't been around. I haven't.
It's been an ongoing issue, and
I streamed on Tuesday.
Hopefully, we've heard the last of him. But it was totally
It was
Brinsley.
Brinsley?
It was totally Brinsley.
Fucking Brinsley, you fuck. You son of a bitch.
God
I mean, half the time I'm berating
So-
Brinsley on the Discord.
So yeah, there was a couple
Sorry.
things this week that stressed me out. That somehow I managed to push through it and actually do some streaming, and bless all of you who showed up for those. And so have a good feeling about the week ahead. One thing I did yesterday actually was I was again going to do some filming, but it turns out I need to do a little bit more preparation. I think some of you were here for some of that yesterday.
Yeah, how's the paint in the head?
Basically, I finally got the Halloween set all tidied up and ready to go, and lighting is all set for this year's videos. So I'm going to start doing some filming.
We can start doing movie watching now.
Probably just start doing some movie watching as well. I have watched a few, not too many yet. I haven't really got into the swing of it yet, but yeah, we'll do some stuff.
That was such a brilliant clusterfuck. I was glad I was there for that.
Oh, so I have this styrofoam head, and
you learned you can't paint styrofoam?
Yes.
Right.
Well, I was talking to Rosie because Rosie's been liberating a lot of my Halloween decorations to decorate her room. She wants to have kind of a Halloween motif there. So I said, well, okay, well, one of the things we can do is once, the stores start getting their Halloween stuff in, we can go and check it out and, see what you want. And she said, I'd really like to get some of those, like, styrofoam heads, like what you have. And it's like, oh, yeah, okay, so, like, for masks and whatever else. It's like, yeah, and then you can have, like, a display because they stand up. So I was like, okay, cool. So I was tidying up the Halloween display, and I was like, hey, where'd that styrofoam head of mine go? Because I have one, and I use it to put masks on just to display in the part of the display. Display in the display. On display. In the display. So, so she said, oh, I had it in my room. Hold on, I'll go get it for you. So she gets it, and she puts it back on the table. I'm like, okay, thanks. So as I'm tidying up, I pick it up, and I'm talking about this styrofoam head and the conversation I had with Rose, how she wants one. And I was going to do a little show and tell of the one that I have. So I pick it up, and all this purple paint comes dripping out the bottom of it. I'm like,
oh, no.
What the hell? So I look, and it was basically one of those sort of Grim Reaper masks with the hood over it. So a bunch of paint got on the hood, not on the mask, thankfully, but on the hood part of it. Okay. Luckily, the paint is water soluble, so I was able to rinse it out of the mask part fairly easily. It came right out. But so I look at the bottom of the styrofoam head, and there's like this blob of paint where she set it on the table, and there's like this paper stuffed inside. So I pull this wad of paper out, because there's a hole in the bottom, right? So you can mount it on like a pole or whatever. Right. So I pull this paper out, and it's just covered in paint. It was like popping It's like popping a cork. So then all this purple, gloopy, shiny paint
Someone clipped this?
starts pouring out. And I'm like, oh my god, what the hell's going on here? So I take it over to the sink, and I basically had to just prop the head up under the water and just let it run and run and run and run. Now here's the other thing about this head. One of the original purposes I used it for was back in the early 2000s, my friend Ben and I were working on a series of anthology horror audio dramas, and we thought it would be a really cool idea to record them in 3D sound. So I actually got a Kunstkopf pair of binaural 3D sound microphones, and I thought, well, I have this styrofoam head. This would be perfect. So I actually mounted the microphones on either side of the head. Like, just jammed them in there with a couple of nails. So, as I'm rinsing out this paint, I thought, like, okay, it seems to be rinsed out, so I just set it down on the counter to let it dry. And all of this watery purple paint starts coming out of one of these ear holes. And I'm like, what the fuck? And there was another hole in the top of the head, so it's like everywhere I turned it, there was like watery paint leaking out. And I was like, oh my god. So I just had to keep rinsing it and running water through it and rinsing it and running water through it. This ended up being like 2.5 hours of the stream was dealing with this fucking styrofoam head.
What happened? How this happen?
It still got paint all over it. It's never going to fully come out. And I explained to Rose later, like, you know, you can't do that with styrofoam because it's porous. So like, I'm never going to be able to fully get that out. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me that much because it only ever has a mask on it anyway. But
so, I learned this a different way, but yeah.
But so I asked her. I said, "What?" So of course I had to know, what were you doing? So one of the things that the cast made a clip of was, in order to angle the head under the tap, I had to prop it up with something in the sink. So I used a couple of bowls, and then one of them, I guess, was a little more precariously placed than I thought, because I shifted the head, and then the bowl slipped and. Crash!
Oh no!
It's a cast iron sink. So this little ceramic bowl, it just like separated into two like perfectly formed pieces. I'm like, crap. So
that's a bummer.
So I just kept rinsing it out. Finally got it to the point where it was coming out more or less clear, still a little bit of purple. It's as good as it's ever going to be, I think. Yeah. And that's that.
Because it will bind to the styrofoam on the internals if you're not careful when it does dry. So I learned this because when playing with Warhammer, you build your own fucking terrain.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody told me you have to put a special primer on fucking, it's like a paint on white primer on styrofoam, or the paint goes right through it. In this case, it was spray paint, so it just fucking ate through the styrofoam.
Oh, God.
So my mountain, which was beautiful and glorious and grand, became a fucking crater, which is still pretty fucking cool, but not what I wanted. Yeah, it just fucking melted. So you have to put a special primer on it. It's
so
like
latex
paint, basically.
So I asked Rose, what the hell were you trying to do? Like, we were trying to figure out what she was trying to do. Why is this full of paint and a wad of paper? And she said, "Oh, I was just trying to fill in the hole." Like, why?
It's paint?
Like, well, the hole was annoying me, so I just wanted to fill it in and make it solid.
With paint?
But yeah, it's like, with paint? Like, why didn't you use glue and a wad of paper or something? Like, if you're gonna do that. So
creative, I guess.
So,
still, what?
So I explained to her. So I guess she thought fill it up with paint and then it'll harden and it'll just be a solid core. Like, there is a logic there. But yeah, that volume of paint is going to take forever to...
Years, potentially?
Yeah. So I was like, First off, you can't do that with styrofoam. You can't use paint like that. And then second off, she didn't know what the hole was for, and I explained it to her. I said, well, the hole is so you can mount the head on like a stand. Oh. I'm like, so I said, can you please not fill my decorations with paint going forward? And
don't modify things that aren't yours, child.
Well, exactly. Like, don't, just ask me and I'll explain it to you or whatever. So,
or I'll let you do it if it's something fine. You don't have a problem with it.
One of the comments in the chat was, what did Rosie just turn 13 and then immediately regress to 3? Like, what was she doing?
As a creative thought.
I told her that. She laughed. She thought it was funny.
It's probably water-based acrylic is my guess. That's why it washed out.
I think
so. If it was like
yeah.
any other kind of paint, it actually would have globbed really well inside. And not necessarily a bad idea.
Yeah. And if it hadn't been styrofoam, it would have rinsed out better.
Yeah, sure.
More easily.
I just love that she thinks that, like, oh, Daddy bought a defective head. There's this giant hole in the ball.
Yeah.
Not realizing, like, what the purpose is.
Perfectly conically shaped core to the head. Like, yeah, clearly that's faulty.
And then, meanwhile, in your stream, while you're dealing with all this,
yes,
all the viewers.
Yes.
The audio?
Oh, yeah. So, what ended up happening was, I think, Quack, you were in the stream and you were asking where I got my dungeon wall thing, and I was explaining that I think it was from Value Village, and I actually got, like, a bolt, like a material bolt kind of thing. It's plastic, but it was that type of thing, or it was just this big roll of it, of, like, I don't know, 50 feet worth of dungeon wall or something ridiculous like that. So it was more than enough to cover that area, and I've used it for years.
That would have been my hallway. I would have made that my hallway.
So I was explaining it, and I think I got as far as that explanation, and then we got into the conversation about how Rosie wanted to get styrofoam heads, so I was picking up the styrofoam head to demonstrate, and then for whatever reason, my sound died. So they're just seeing me, like, look at the head and making all these what the fuck expressions and having no idea what's going on. I go to the sink and I'm rinsing, and it must have been like half an hour before I realized the sound was dead. So they're just seeing me miming, going through all this horror and annoyance and what the fuckery. And then I came back to explain what had happened. And then I looked down at the chat, because I only had the phone there in the other room to look at the chat. So I look down at the chat and see all these, like, you're muted, there's no sound. Like, oh, fuck. So I look, the microphone's on. I go over to Streamlabs, there's no sound coming through. I have no idea why. So
it just dies sometimes.
I just re-plugged everything, turned it off and on again, and then it was fine. But then
like, I mean, it happens to my camera and my mic sometimes too. Just dies.
Then I explained the whole entire story again.
But it was just funny because, like, you were just rinsing the head in silence for a while. We didn't even know actually why you were rinsing the head at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, I guess it's dusty or something was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And so then you turned to the camera, and then we had like 5 minutes of you. Like, you're muted. Look at your phone. Like, people are like hitting the air horn on the soundboard.
Yeah, I know. Of course, I can't hear it because it's like I can barely hear it if I pick it up. But yeah,
that's actually what I said in the chat. I'm like, he has the only setup where he can have technical issues and make more money because of it.
Yeah, I know. Right?
I know. Spending money to try and alert.
Oh, sorry, what was that, Quack?
I was just saying that Stout had played his air horn first too, but you couldn't hear that one, and then you're.
Oh, right, yeah. All these air horns.
In hindsight, it all makes perfect sense why you weren't looking at the chat, because you're completely hyper focused on why is there paint in this.
Well,
head?
exactly. Yeah.
Such a weird thing.
Little distracted there. Holy crap, you guys spent a lot on the soundboard yesterday. Thank you. Just trying to tell me my mic was muted.
Yeah, so you probably made a bunch of money, dude.
I made a bunch of money by ignoring the chat completely.
So now you know what he's going to get from this. God damn it.
That's right.
So what you're saying is I should ignore you more.
There you go. Noted. All right. So, we should probably do some news and stuff or something.
I guess.
Yay!
So, Eric, what's the video game? Oh, right, yeah.
Still know what happened. He's still not online either. I can't even ask him.
Before we get to the news, we here at SNI would like to acknowledge a few birthdays that happened this week. Rosie and Garbage Gamer.
Yay!
Happy birthday, Eric.
I'll tell you what my grandfather told me every year. It's your birthday. You're another year closer to death. Here's $20.
That's very nice.
Thanks, Grandpa.
That's a nice and comforting statement. Thanks, Gramps.
Trailers. We got some cool trailers this week. We got the official trailer for the Netflix original film The Devil All the Time, premiering September 16th. Based on the novel of the same name, in the 1960s after World War II in southern Ohio, bizarre, compelling, and mentally disturbed people suffer from the war's psychological damages. Starring an ensemble cast with Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, Bill Skarsgård, and others. I think I saw some shots from that. Sounds interesting. Announcement trailer for the Peacock original series MacGruber. The TV series, based on the Saturday Night Live sketch spoofing the hit 1980s action series MacGyver. Will Forte is set to reprise his role as the title character, as well as act as co-writer and executive producer. Cool.
I don't hate this idea. I liked the MacGruber movie, so...
Never saw it, never saw any of the sketches, but heard it was funny. Official trailer for the Netflix documentary Rising Phoenix, premiering August 26th. The history and current standing of the Paralympic Games, which has grown to become the world's third largest sporting event. Very cool. Official trailer for the sci-fi thriller Monsters of Man. A robotics company teams up with a corrupt CIA agent, is there any other kind, undergoing an illegal, unsanctioned military operation. Dropping 4 prototype robots into a suspected drug manufacturing camp in the Golden Triangle that no one will miss. 6 doctors on a goodwill cause witness the death and destruction and are now the new targets. Oh. So an new take on the old, you saw something you shouldn't have and now we must kill you genre. Kickstarter trailer for the documentary Cult of VHS. A love letter feature-length documentary about the impact that VHS had and still has in the hearts of fans around the world. Yeah, there's been a few documentaries about that. I would like to see all of them.
When are we going to get the documentaries about DVD and Blu-ray?
Well, maybe when those formats are dead.
You know, there really just needs to be a documentary that covers the whole fucking thing. You know,
spectrum
from
of
start
physical
to
media, of just home media.
Physical media.
Yeah. Get some Laserdisc in there, man. Come on.
Laserdisc.
Official trailer for the HBO Max original series Pure, premiering August 27th. Marnie is not okay. She's had X-rated thoughts for the last 3,672 days, and she doesn't know why or what they mean. When she jumps on a coach to London, she doesn't know a soul, not even herself. But in the city, she will build a new life. You had me at X-rated thoughts. Official trailer for the Netflix original series Away, premiering September 4th. An American astronaut, played by Hilary Swank, struggles with leaving her husband and daughter behind to embark on a dangerous mission with an international space crew.
Ooh.
Official trailer for the Peacock original animated series Lego Jurassic World Double Trouble. Series. Interesting. The Indominus twins have finally hatched and are running amok with Owen and Claire hot on their tails. There we go.
Nice.
And there was another trailer that came out today that... actually, the first trailer came out a while ago, but there was a special trailer that came out today for Unhinged. That's what it is. Unhinged. New movie starring Russell Crowe. I wanted to talk a little bit about this because it feels like we talk about Falling Down a lot as being this wonderful sort of, movie of
underrated Joel Schumacher film.
A guy just kind of losing it with society. Well, this is another one of kind of that ilk. In this case, it's about this woman who's out with her son and kind of stuck in traffic. They pull up behind this pickup truck, and I guess she's just had a bad day. pickup truck isn't moving, so she honks at the pickup truck angrily to get him to move. He doesn't move. So she finally gets an opening around him and just drives around him and kind of flips him off. Guy in the pickup truck pulls up next to her at the next intersection and says, I realize, you're probably just having a bad day, and, if you just, and that's fine, I get it. But, if you just want to apologize to me, we can just hit the reset button and we'll call it even. And she's just like, I don't have to apologize to you for anything, and takes off. And that's when it all goes south. So I'm getting a little, so Russell Crowe plays the man. Never find out his name. Never find out why he's so unhinged. Doesn't matter. All that matters is this is someone that this woman encountered at the worst possible moment she could have encountered him. And she becomes the focal point of his rage against the world. And it feels like it's a little bit falling down. It's a little bit dual. But all with a modern twist to it. And there's a really interesting interview I posted on our Discord in the Movie Links board, where Russell Crowe talks about what he found interesting about this character. Normally, he wouldn't be interested in this type of thing, but there was just something about it that he felt was kind of different and interesting as an actor. And he goes into quite a bit of depth about that, and it's pretty cool stuff. There's also a really good little teaser trailer where he talks about, he's kind of in character, and talks about the movie being released in theaters. But it looks really intense, and like just a really good thriller. And how often do we see Russell Crowe as the bad guy, and why is everybody frozen? Did cast just implode again? Everyone is very focused on what I'm saying. Look at the intensity. Stout hasn't blinked for like a minute. Cast just broke again. What the fuck, Cast? Get your shit together. All right, let's try this again. I know, I'm getting there. I'm doing it. Hold on. Just hold on. Never had it crash this much. Will I have to re-log in again? We'll see if we can just go straight back in. Just hold on. I'm working on it. Working on it. It might not be let. Oh, shit, it's not letting me in either. Well, that's not good. Alright, hold on. Stop. Just give up. Alright, I'm going to log out and log back in. Just hold on a second. We'll try one more time here. I don't have the formatting set up for Discord. See if it'll let me log back in. If not, then I guess we'll have to. But, okay, hold on. Logged back in. Rejoining. Oh. Rejoining. Oh my fucking god! That's great. Just... It won't even let me close the damn window. Alright. Well then. Where even is Discord? I guess we'll go into Discord. How annoying. Welcome to InSaNiTy, folks. This is the insanity part. We all go insane from our technical problems. Jesus, don't even let me log in.
Well, holy shit.
Hi. I don't even know how to get into video.
I gotta
here.
add Quack. 1 second.
Hold on.
I haven't.
There we are. It's all fucky. Alright, I'm gonna have to make adjustments here. Hold on. He's all fucky. What? No, I don't need to.
For it.
Fuck's
All right.
sake.
There we go.
Okay, and now I can turn Quack up so I can hear him. It's
Hold on.
great.
Test.
Oh yeah, we can. Hold on.
Hello, Quack. You have to
Check,
unmute yourself,
check.
I think. Okay,
No,
you're
I
good.
can
You're
hear
good,
him.
actually. It happened to work this time.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, did I do the right one? Yeah. Okay. we're
I
good.
seriously thought it was me again. Like I walked away.
Oh,
and
I have to
come
add
back.
Cass too. Shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah, add cast.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to forget you, Cass. Promise.
Again, it was just fucking
No.
Discord.
Testing. Can you hear me?
Cast. Discord is the savior.
Okay, hold on a second. Now this one we can actually go
So
full
we're on Discord.
screen.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
excellent.
Hold on.
I just forgot about you, Cass. I
I'm
didn't mean
just gonna
to.
have
Like, oops.
to do another duplication.
You know, I'm sure you're just being forgotten. You have to like innate. We have to tell
Do
it
a
which,
Discord
full
variant
video
for when
probably.
it
Also,
does.
to make sure Cass is closed all the way before you try to like open up Discord, it won't let you use your camera.
Yeah.
Where do you like?
Oh, Sean's setting up his audio settings and all that stuff still.
I was
What?
trying to relog
No,
into
you should
Cast,
be able to
but
hear
it
me.
wouldn't let me.
Can you not
It
hear
wouldn't
me?
let me get
Fucking
into
screen to do
the.
it.
This is a
I
piece of
logged back
shit.
in, but it
Hold
wouldn't
on.
let me log into get into the chat.
Are you
It
not
just kept
hearing
going,
me?
Turning into a circle
Oh my
and
God.
Hello?
We
Hello?
can't hear you.
Can you
No, we
hear
can't hear
me?
you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hang on. I think I can go.
You just have to imagine, Chad.
Oh, hey, I
someone
can hear you now.
you can't hear.
You can hear
Just
me
go-
now?
Oh, okay. Maybe Cass is back.
Hold on.
Oh,
There.
I can hear Cass. That's a
Hello?
start.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, good. God
Uh,
fucking
no.
damn it.
Okay, I hear you, Cass.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Can you hear Cass? And
There
we
we
can
go.
see him. There we go. Okay.
It was
Holy
Cass
shit.
still open, wasn't it?
No, I was here. It's just the screen was a tiny little window.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
weird.
There we go.
Anyway, hey, it works.
Alright, so hold on. I just need to...
Cool.
Hey, Discord, I pay for Nitro. Can I not have pixelated cameras? I pay you money.
No.
Like,
Transform.
what the fuck?
Edit transform.
You should just be glad.
I
that
literally
this
give-
even works.
I
Zero.
give Discord money. I should be the one
Zero.
who does not get pixelated video. 100%. I give them fucking money every goddamn month for our server, so we have features that we wouldn't normally have. Just so you guys know. Out of the kindness of my fucking heart, because I like them.
Isn't it just fart?
No, it was a burp.
No, I burped
That was
actually.
Cass. Cass's
Other
burps
direction.
sound like farts.
My
because
burps have been mistaken for farts.
He's
before.
magical. He's magical that way.
I barted.
Magical.
He barted. Wow, this looks so fucky. This is why we switched to task.
Oh, my
Task,
all the cameras
cast.
stood up. Okay, excellent. I'm good now. I'm no longer complaining. It just took a minute.
Wonderful.
This looks terrible.
Yes, it's not ideal.
All
You
right.
can turn off your camera. It's for tell you to do pickups if you want.
Can I? But
Yeah,
you
you just
need
turn-
my camera on.
Well, yeah, if you don't want me to interrupt you as much, I guess. Yeah.
I'd rather you not interrupt me as much.
I guess
So
turn you
fuck
off
it.
this year.
It will stay fucky.
I like the discrete audios too, frankly.
Yes, that part I like.
I can actually hear Quack.
I cranked Quack up all the way, who is suddenly
Yep.
4x3 for
Check,
some
check,
reason.
check. 1, 2, 3. Check,
I
check.
don't know
He
why.
is 4x3 for
Right.
some reason.
I don't
Are you
know.
vertical or horizontal? Vertical right now, Quack?
No, my iPad is horizontal.
Okay, then it should be 4x3. It should be widescreen then. What the hell?
Fuck.
The only time it's 4x3 is it cuts the top and bottom from a vertical camera.
Let's do it. It says plate of bacon, whoever that is.
Weirdo in the chat.
Where were we? So anyway, yeah, Unhinged looks like an intense thrill ride of
There's
intensity.
a big rig hitting a vehicle scene that's like,
Oh,
what the fuck?
lot of like
In the trailer.
there's a lot of like really looks like really intense car stunts and stuff like that. So if you like good vehicle chase, also very psychological, like in terms of how he torments this person and the people around her, just like gets right
It's
into her life.
Interesting that
and-
we're focusing on him as the good guy, you know?
No,
Or the
that's-
protagonist, I mean.
that's
The
just it, though.
protagonist is...
It's not like he's clearly the bad guy,
Okay.
but he's the
in a movie. A protagonist is the person who pushes the plot forward. So it doesn't have to be good or bad. So he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's the antagonistic character that is a protagonist of the movie because he's the focus.
But like
the sound of it.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's a little misleading. It's a little weird. I know. What, Justin? Did it again.
Just from the sound of it, it reminds me of The Hitcher.
Little bit The Hitcher. Yeah, I was saying with Skinslip earlier, get a bit of a falling down vibe from it. Like this is a guy just at the end of his rope, and this is the thing that makes him snap.
Bit of Rampage.
Bit of Rampage. Bit of also a bit of Duel. Just like
how I was just going to say,
huge Duel.
I watched the trailer, and that was the big vibe I got. The Duel vibe.
Now, of course,
there's a lot of shots from it.
Of course, in Duel, one of the big mysteries was who is the driver. You never see the driver. You don't know what his motivation is or anything. Yeah. He's just, I think he's just the truck driver. So this one has a very similar vibe to that. The difference is, of course, you see him. He is a more active participant in everything, but you never find out what his story is, like what made him lose it. It doesn't matter. It's not important. All that matters is that this is where she knows him from this moment. So this is where we know him from this moment. You don't even find out his name. He's only ever referred to as the man. That's it.
Yep.
He's the man.
So. The man comes around and better start playing that fucking movie or I'm going to be pissed. That should be the end credits song.
When the man comes around, oh, God.
the Johnny Cash version where he sounds like he's like smoked too many cigarettes for...
So, yeah, it actually looks... I hadn't even heard of this until today. And this little teaser came up with Russell Crowe in character talking about the movie coming to theaters. And it's just like a minute long and very compelling. Shows a couple of static moments from the movie. Looks really good. So anyway, that's definitely one I want to check out. Plus, I like Russell Crowe anyway. I think he's an awesome actor. Very talented and versatile. And he plays great villains. Like, if you guys have ever seen Virtuosity, where he played the virtual amalgamation of all these different serial killers and stuff. That
not since it aired on TV. It's Denzel Washington, right?
It's Denzel Washington, yeah. So you probably haven't seen it uncut. Mind you, it's not like super violent. It's more about the chase and the thrills and stuff like that.
Definitely haven't seen it uncut.
Yeah.
I don't think it has a very good Blu-ray or anything.
It's got a decent enough Blu-ray. It's not like a super deluxe edition or anything.
Where's my Screen Factory Arrow release, damn it?
That would make a great companion to those other ones we like Eve of Destruction and I Come in Peace. It would be like a perfect kind of
I haven't rewatched Eve of Destruction, actually. I own it now. I just haven't rewatched it since the 90s.
I don't think I've actually seen it. I bought it because you were telling me it was out of print.
Why don't we watch it then?
Well, maybe we'll watch that as part of our thing.
Sci-fi horror.
I did watch I Come in Peace, though, a little while ago.
Yes.
And that one,
love that fucking movie.
That one I hadn't seen either, and really enjoyed it. It was so much fun. Yeah,
intergalactic drug dealer, man.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what it was.
My favorite moment is this moment when, at the very beginning, Dolph Lundgren's breaking up a robbery, and he comes in the door and just fucking spin kicks this dude to fucking death.
Yeah.
I mean, just like spin kicks him, and he hits the fucking the stunt guy like full blast.
Yeah.
He knocked that fucker out for real. And I on my review on YouTube, you can see I played it like 5 times in a row. Look at that shit.
You gotta see this. You gotta see this. Okay. All right. So anyway, so getting back to the news here. Where are we? So that was it for the trailers. So movie TV news. Disney has chosen filmmaker Gareth Davis to helm a third Tron film. Now this news originally broke like 3 years ago. That they were, spinning some ideas for having a third Tron film starring Jared Leto in a major role, and they just kind of disappeared for a while. But apparently, it was not dead. So the news has come back. They've actually picked a director, which is pretty cool. So we might actually finally be getting a third Tron movie, which is awesome.
I bet they went through so many scripts. Too.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
2 years, man.
So, Disney's chosen filmmaker Gareth Davis to helm a third Tron film with actor Jared Leto in the starring role as well as producing. Davis has previously directed the Oscar-nominated film Lion in 2016. Davis coming onto the project signals the next installment may finally happen, but insiders still stress a green light has not been given. The film is still in development, but Davis's involvement is a push in the right direction for the future of the franchise. Yeah. Kind of surprised it's taken this long. I didn't think Tron Legacy was a mega hit, but I thought it was successful enough. They had
got good reviews.
The animated series and the game tie-ins.
The fucking soundtrack was amazing.
Oh my god, yeah.
Let's go on a rant about that again for the 500th time on SNI.
I know, right?
We've been doing this for like almost 10 years, and yeah, about every 3 times a year we go on a rant about that goddamn soundtrack.
It's so good.
Yeah. According to Wikipedia, the budget was $150, and it made $410 million. How do you know?
Worldwide or just domestic?
Let me check.
If it's worldwide, that's not. If it's worldwide, that's not a success. Because they spent probably more than that in fucking marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but if that's domestic, they definitely made like that much, elsewhere.
It should say like USA and.
Well,
world.
Wikipedia may not.
Yeah. Oh no! If you look at IMDb, they'll list.
Well, we
that.
used to have this wonderful website called Box Office Mojo that told you all that information for free, but now it's behind a paywall on IMDb.
Oh.
Thanks, IMDb.
Speaking of budgets, though,
nice.
the IMDb reports that Hatchet 4, aka Director Crowley, was $6 million, but the director last night in the last drive-in actually admitted it was $400,000.
Oh
so
wow,
that's a fucking lie.
That's impressive.
And it was not the marketing budget, because that shit got no marketing. They was in theaters for one day and they pulled it, saying it didn't do well, even though all the screens were sold out, because AMC screwed them over.
So did you find it, Quack?
Okay, so it made 172 in North America, 228 in other countries.
That's why it wasn't big.
It
wasn't
literally
very big
barely recouped its budget in North America. Then
yeah, it probably didn't recoup its
that's surprising.
its marketing budget without.
I always thought it did better than that. Like it just seemed like everybody and their dog was talking about it.
Yeah,
but all right. Well, glad we're getting a third one regardless. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see.
The animated show was really good too.
Oh, so good.
Tron
Uprising,
I haven't seen it.
19 episodes, stylized CG. You had Bruce Boxleitner back as the voice of Tron. You had, I think even Jeff Bridges is in a couple episodes. You had Lance Henriksen as the main villain. And you had Elijah Wood as the main character, Beck. Wonderful show. Loved it. Yeah, it's great. Official...
And it's on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus. There you go.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Official trailer. Oh, we already looked at that one. Official trailer for the... No, we already looked at that one. We did the trailers already. To no one's surprise, New York Comic Con 2020 has been canceled and will instead be presented virtually for everyone to experience. New York Comic Con will take place between October 8th through the 11th. So it'll be like the San Diego one where they do it online. Good. So more of us can actually check it out.
I think they're going to realize that they're going to probably live stream all the panels from now on.
Yeah.
I think that's going to happen.
I think it's
because
a good idea.
I think they realize that there's money in that.
Absolutely. Well, it's a lot easier to do.
People
as well.
will rewatch the archives that are like loaded with ads.
Yep. Exactly.
I watched one. It was 2 hours, and there were like 15 ad spots. I'm so glad I had ad block on, but good lord.
Anyway, during an in-home panel at PowerCon, Kevin Smith made a surprise appearance and filled the audience in on the development of his series, Masters of the Universe Revelation. 1. He teased a Masters of the Universe Revelation prequel comic. 2. The complete voice cast has not been announced, and more characters will appear on the show. 3. Work on the show is 40 to 50% done, and every episode will be under an hour long. 4. The show will include mini-comic characters and others. It says, all environments, characters, and vehicles are in play, Kevin said. Nice. And finally... of all the people who could have made the new Masters of Universe show, Kevin Smith is the most human. Anyway,
Thanks, Majot Matoko.
Thanks, Majot Matoko. And everybody who's
Defending
been
that.
dropping bits like mad all through the thing. Duncan and Plate of Bacon, of course, and mostly Plate of Bacon dropping like 6 bits at a time just to stretch it out and interrupt as much as possible. I see what you're doing. All I hear is the bits dropping. I'm just thinking, cha-ching, 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 making so much money right now. And I go and look, it's like, 5 bits, 6 bits.
1.
7 bit,
Oh, yeah.
1 bit.
Yeah.
Makes the same sound regardless. That's okay. Every penny
Yeah,
helps,
D-Large
guys.
blew up the cup.
Thank you so much.
D-Large did blow up part of the cup. Okay.
He did, yes. Bacon for all. Excellent.
Here comes more bacon.
What's going on in print? Oh yeah, the Iceman says Kevin Smith, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back are coming out in a triple feature with Clerks. So if you missed them since they went out of print, the blue will be out soon. Okay, well good. Well, maybe we'll get individual releases too. Hopefully, those need to come back.
All my PSQ universes on DVD, and I don't have any of the Blu-rays, so I need to address that.
Yes, same with me actually. Everything up to Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah, same. I still have. I have Clerks 2 on DVD too. I also have the non-anamorphic Mallrats, as the original pressing of Mallrats.
Oh wow! I've got the one that has the 2 different cuts. It's the 10th anniversary edition, I think.
Yeah. It's the same
nice.
special features, just with that extra cut, which is
it's very
the
nice.
footage is on my DVD. It's just not as cut.
And finally, 5. Hero is the version of the character you want. All right. So Kevin's going to take good care of us with this Masters of the Universe series,
He's a
folks.
fan, that's why.
Absolutely.
He's a fucking fanboy.
So I really wish
he's a professional fanboy. We love him for it.
I know, which is why I really wish you'd been able to carry on with that Howard the Duck series.
Exactly. Fucking Disney.
That would have been amazing. You know it would. All know it would. This one kind of came out of left field, but is definitely welcome. A sequel to 2013's 47 Ronin, which I have on my shelf and I still have yet to watch.
Oh my god, I fucking love this movie, by the way.
Okay.
There's no historical accuracy at all. It's just a fantasy film.
Okay. 47 Ronin, which starred Keanu Reeves in the leading role, is currently in the works and will be distributed by Netflix. Set 300 years into the future in an exotic cyberpunk world, sold. The new movie will be cyberpunk and samurais double sold.
Street Samurai is finally in live action.
Yeah. The new movie will reportedly be a fresh, reimagined take on the original feature and will incorporate horror along with modern samurai and ninja elements. Ron Yuan, who played Sergeant Chiang in Disney's live-action version of Mulan, is directing. Nice.
Yes, 47 Ronin is a historical thing that happened. It wasn't even a legend. It's something that happened, but like, obviously it's been embellished through time. But like this live action with Keanu Reeves is a complete fantasy world. There's fucking dragons and monsters. He's cutting people in half and fucking fireballs and shit. It's so much fun.
Cool. This one was a pretty big, again, out of left field news drop for Doctor Who fans. Something we never thought would happen. I guess hell has officially frozen over. Actor Christopher Eccleston is set to reprise his role as the 9th Doctor 15 years after he last played the Time Lord in a new series of audio adventures as announced by BBC Studios. Don't be disappointed, dude. You really got to get into these audio adventures. Anyway.
God damn it. I was hoping to actually come back for a special or something.
Fans will have to wait, however, to hear the 9th Doctor in action. Eccleston will star in 12 full-cast audio adventures to be released across 4 box sets on CD, download, and vinyl starting in May of 2021. That's awesome.
Nice.
Because a lot of people thought he was never going to come back at all. So I'm glad that he's finally...
I thought he wasn't either.
But he's been doing apparently a lot of convention appearances lately, and he's really warmed up to... You know, he never hated Doctor Who. He hated how he was treated on Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And also, it was a very difficult point in his life personally, because he was going through a lot of personal shit at the time. So there's a lot of reasons why he kind of...
Now, Doctor Who's run by different people. So maybe, he's dipping his toe in, maybe he'll come back for a special. Come on, Chris.
It's had, like, 3 different creative teams since the team he worked with. So
I know, so come on.
It changes every few years. Oh,
come
my
back
God.
for a special. Come back
Never
for a
gonna get through the news. So
almost midnight.
Thank you, JL. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Did you hear that?
Oh, I heard it. So anyway, he's been doing a lot of like
Come back, Chris. Come back.
like conventions and stuff like that, and he's really kind of warmed up to the fandom and the community and such, and I guess finally decided, yeah, you know, it might be fun. So thank you to Big Finish and Nicholas Briggs and everybody over there for finally making it happen. So that's awesome. Next up, this first I've heard of this one. Nickelodeon is finalizing deals for the Patrick Star Show, an animated spin-off centered on SpongeBob's best friend, Patrick Star. Voiceover recordings have already started for the project, which is expected to receive a 13-episode order and comes from the creative team behind the Mothership series. According to sources, the Patrick Star Show is in the same vein of the Larry Sanders Show and Comedy Bang Bang, with Patrick hosting his own late-night talk show. Oh my god!
Now I'm interested.
Yes.
I'm totally interested.
Yes,
we haven't had a space.
Holy
it's like
shit!
Can Space Ghost please have a cameo?
Yeah. Well,
oh my god! In the back room, like passing the torch.
But also, can we please finally get the 4th and 5th volumes of Space Ghost Coast?
Can we just get a complete series set of that, please? Was that like that and Harvey Birdman, please, both of them?
Oh yes, please.
So the series would revolve around Patrick and his family being joined by a largely new cast, voicing new characters. The SpongeBob cast members expected to make occasional appearances, reprising their roles. Well, that sounds awesome. I'm so down for that. What a brilliant idea for a spin-off.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's one that sounds like it'll be fun.
I was surprised about this one.
This November, the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special will premiere on Life Day, November 17th, 2020, on Disney+. It will reunite Rey, Finn, Poe, Chewie, Rose, and all your favorite droids from R2-D2 to BB-8 for a joyous feast on Life Day, the holiday first introduced in 1978 Star Wars Holiday Special. Set after the events of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, Rey leaves her friends to prepare for Life Day as she embarks on a new adventure with BB-8 to gain a deeper knowledge of the Force. At a mysterious Jedi temple, Rey finds herself hurled into a cross-timeline adventure through beloved moments in Star Wars cinematic history. Well, that sounds like fun. That sounds like a good and proper holiday special. You know, like what we wished the original was.
Right?
Well, yeah, I'm definitely down for that.
Everything we wanted in it.
That sounds like a blast.
Triggered.
And to be fair, Lego does some pretty awesome stuff with the Star Wars
And
franchise.
that's I think right. That means holiday special's canon.
Yes, it is.
Fuck.
It is. It is canon. Life Day was.
Fuck.
Well,
Life Day has been mentioned several times in the new.
True to the original,
media.
I mean it better have like non-stop Wookiee with no translation
for like 40 minutes.
Oh my god, yes.
and have Itchy watching virtual porn. Zac Efron will be returning to Disney to star in a remake of the 1987 comedy classic Three Men and a Baby. The remake is intended for Disney Plus, with Disney's live-action division Running Point. Gordon Gray, best known for his inspirational sports dramas such as The Rookie and this year's Ben Affleck starring The Way Back, is producing. So I guess no idea who the other two men will be at this point. But one will be Zac Efron.
I was kind of hoping that would not happen. I saw it on the fucking list of like projects that Disney Plus was working on, and I was like, well, let's hope that never happens.
Son of a bitch.
This one I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see how this next one shapes up. It sounds like
you better reference the ghost moment.
Interesting idea.
The original.
Speaking of reboots, Will Smith and Morgan Cooper are teaming to adapt the latter's dramatic reimagining of the former's beloved NBC comedy, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. With a reimagined vision, Bel-Air will dive deeper into the inherent conflicts, emotions, and biases of what it means to be a black man in America today, while still delivering the swagger and fun nods to the original show. The series is currently in a streaming bidding war between Peacock, Netflix, and HBO Max. Oh, go Netflix. Please, please, please.
Wow.
I will watch the shit out of that.
It's not going to go to Netflix.
I don't know, but I'll still watch the shit out of it somehow. I'll find a way.
Steve will reminds me.
One last piece on reboots, as Peacock has landed the series reboot of Clueless. Oh, they're going to try another series of that. The first one did so well.
I know, right?
Centered on the character Dion for development. The untitled comedy series is described as a baby pink and bisexual blue-tinted, tiny sunglasses-wearing, oat milk latte and Adderall-fueled look at what happens when Queen Bee Cher disappears and her lifelong number 2 Dion steps into Cher's vacant Air Jordans. How does Dion deal with the pressures of being the new most popular girl in school while also unraveling the mystery of what happened to her best friend?
Okay.
Could be fun. And actually, not being a cheesy, low-budget 90s sitcom take on a popular movie just as a cash grab, hey, if there's some actual creative juice behind it, it might be good. We'll find out. I just bought the well, I guess most of us just bought the new Blu-ray of the movie.
I didn't. I need to.
Oh, yeah, you should get it. Good stuff.
Eventually.
Avatar, The Last Airbender creators Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko are no longer working on the live-action series adaptation set for Netflix. Oh. Says, when Brian and I signed on to the project in 2018, we were hired as executive producers and showrunners, DiMartino wrote. In a joint announcement for the series, Netflix said that it was committed to honoring our vision for this retelling and to supporting us on creating the series. And we expressed how excited we were for the opportunity to be at the helm. Unfortunately, things did not go as we had hoped.
Oh boy.
That's not good.
Someone put their dick in the coffee.
Yep.
Their creative coffee.
Oh, this could be fun.
Bad producer.
This could be fun. Netflix has bought a trilogy of Fear Street movies based on R.L. Stein's teen horror series and directed by Leigh Janiak from Disney. The Fear Street books are set in the fictional city of Shadyside, Ohio. The first book, The New Girl, was published in 1989 and centered on a high school student falling in love with the new girl at school despite not being able to tell if she was even real. The student eventually goes to her home, conveniently located on Fear Street, only to be told by her brother that she is in fact dead.
Oh!
So, spoilers!
Wow!
I'll watch it now.
Ruined the whole fucking thing.
Well,
thanks, Raptor.
God damn it, Raptor.
Well, then again, that's the first book. It might not be even an episode of the show, but yeah, that sounds fun. Might check that out. And finally, Warner Brothers Animation announced a brand new title for the DC Animation Collection set to hit in early 2021. Batman, Soul of the Dragon. It is an original,
really good.
It's an original story set in the 1970s era, which puts the Caped Crusader DC hero against a deadly menace from his past with the help of 3 former classmates, world-renowned martial artist Richard Dragon, Ben Turner, and Lady Shiva. Bruce Timm, best known for his beloved and acclaimed Batman the Animated Series, is executive producing the project. Sam Liu, director of Reign of the Superman and Batman the Killing Joke, is directing and producing from a script written by Jeremy Adams, who is a writer on Mortal Kombat Legends, Scorpion's Revenge.
I gotta say, Sam Liu has also done like 10 or 15 of those DC movies, and
Nice.
we've all liked the ones he's done.
Okay,
so
good
that's
stuff.
good hands.
Video game news. What's on the screen this week, Eric?
Motherfucker.
Crickets.
Well, I played Fall Guys for the first time yesterday. Thought I'd check it out. It was free on PS Plus this week, or this month. And it's alright. It's fun. It's silly. It's goofy. Pretty straightforward. Easy, like, almost non-existent learning curve. It's like, oh yeah, I see what I gotta do. And it's just a matter of doing it. But it's kind of like a bunch of mini games. It randomly selects mini games, and it's an elimination challenge. Whoever wins each round makes it to the next round, and the others get eliminated until there's, it's down to last man standing. So it's Mario Party Royale.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's really fun. I really enjoy it.
It's fun. It's silly.
I streamed it a bit.
I think it would be more fun playing with some of these weirdos. I think we'd have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, but you can't play cross-platform, so.
Oh, you can't play
I can't play with
cross-platform?
you.
What are you playing it on?
Nope.
PC?
PC. I don't have a
The
PlayStation
fuck?
4.
There's no cross-platform?
That's when I had a PlayStation 4.
There's no cross-platform.
No, PlayStation. Duh.
Don't cross
They don't
the
like
streams.
playing well with people.
Well,
When are they going to make games cross-platform as a basis?
I know. They really should. I thought we were kind of all moving towards that with modern games, but
Fortnite got banned from both Apple and Android stores. They had in-app purchases that didn't go through those companies' purchaser things, which is against the TOS for those companies.
They had a direct pay option where you could get V-Bucks at a discount because it didn't have to go through their thing, which they had to have as a higher price because they take like a 30% cut.
Well, you're using their systems.
So they had, they added a direct pay option, and both Apple and Google banned them off the App Store. Now, Epic said that if you have Fortnite downloaded, you can still play it for the time being. But with Season 4 dropping sometime next month, you won't be able to get the update unless it's been restored to the App Store. So, but everything you bought, obviously, is attached to your Epic account, so that's fine. You're not going to lose anything that you have. So
look at that! Look at Quack's screen.
Oh my god! Wow!
Where did you get that from?
Terrifying.
God.
From one of the last videos he made 9 months ago.
Okay.
Oh yeah. It's been a while, huh?
Wow. So
you've been doing work, you know.
The thing is, the way Epic responded to
night,
Apple.
Rosie.
Oh, good night, Rosie. Sorry, I don't know where she. I don't know why she doesn't come out to say good night. Good night. Anyway, the way Epic responded to that was
it was amazing.
Nothing,
it was epic.
Nothing short of brilliant. It was very epic. So you know that old commercial that Apple did back in 1984 to introduce the Apple Macintosh?
No, I'm not familiar. Can you explain?
And it was a 1984 type thing where it was this black and white world with this big dictator speaking down to everybody on the screen. Hello. Good night. You're gonna have a shower, remember? So you probably want to go do that right now. And have a nice, fresh sleep.
And then sweat all night.
Yeah. What's so
funny?
funny?
In the morning.
I was gonna cough and that just came out as like a noise.
Oh, okay. Alright.
See y'all in the morning.
See ya!
Well, never mind. No.
Well, yeah, so have a good shower and a teeth brush, and then see you tomorrow.
It was directed by Ridley Scott, by the way.
We're going to have our movies tomorrow. I'll make us popcorn.
So yes, Ridley Scott directed that famous...
Without it going all over the place.
Video, and
Watch
then...
the next Marvel
Yeah.
movie.
I got some plans for us.
He seemed
We're
distracted.
not watching 8 movies.
No, we're going to watch 2.
So there's this
Anyway.
advertisement.
So this ad, the originally, it was basically Apple sort of standing up to the PC monopoly and, sameness and whatnot. And yeah. Well, Microsoft,
IBM, I think.
It was IBM at the time.
Yeah.
It was IBM at
You're
the
right.
time. But anyway,
and that was directed by Ridley Scott, not the new one.
Yes,
that
that was directed by Ridley Scott. Anyway, so that was their response, like saying, we're break free, think different, blah blah blah, all this stuff. So it's funny how, what's that saying about you stay in the game long enough to find yourself become the bad guy.
Yeah, you stay around long enough, you're gonna
become the bad guy. So basically, Apple has become the thing that they once rallied against. And that was kind of how Epic responded. So they had this big dictator up on the screen, all black and white, all the Fortnite characters sitting there zombified, staring up at it. And the dictator looked like he had the head of a big apple with a bite out of it and a worm sticking out of his head. Yep. And he's just like spouting all this propaganda to all the zombified masses. And there was this one character, a girl, who was in color with, the Fortnite unicorn llama pickaxe. And she runs in and then she throws it at the screen and shatters it. And it's basically plays out exactly like the old Apple ad, but with, the meaning flipped. And, so they were pushing the Fortnite, or the tag, hashtag free Fortnite from the Apple Store monopoly and control, and they said, trying to keep 2020 from becoming like 1984. But it was a pretty brilliant slapback to Apple. And, yeah. It was pretty cool. So, big kudos to them for that. So, it kind of sucks that they can't get the App Store back, but honestly, it's not going to kill the game by any stretch. There's so many console and PC players, it's ridiculous. It's just annoying for people who are kind of stuck playing on mobile that that was their only option. So
they're not real gamers anyway.
So I love when corporations punch each other in the face because no one wins. Like, none of those corporations win. And I'm good with that.
is actually has filed a lawsuit against both Apple and Google about it apparently. So they'll be posting updates as they have them. They like to keep their users on in the know.
Yeah, you can get it, download it directly into your phone by enabling developer mode on your phone and just fucking installing it from their website.
Yeah.
Problem fucking solved.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like,
you missed a bit of news.
Oh, what, Stoud? What I miss? What?
So earlier this week,
it
was there was a rumor that came out that Disney was going to stop producing 4K titles for like old Fox movies and stuff like that.
The Disney thing.
They're going to keep doing the new movies going to 4K.
Yeah.
But they weren't going to do any more of like the re-releases of
catalog
older
titles.
movies.
Yeah.
Catalog titles, yeah. Turns out a couple days ago, Disney themselves came out and said there's no basis for this at all. We never said that at all. We're going to keep making 4K titles of whatever seems feasible to make money off of. So, we'll see, but like...
Yes, they're saying they're going to drop support for the 4K releases. They're still going to do DVD and Blu-ray because I guess they're cheaper to produce, but not as many 4K releases of older
Well, yeah, but
stuff.
that was debunked, is what I'm saying.
It was, yeah, apparently. Was it debunked or did they backpedal? I think they backpedaled when they saw the reaction.
It might be. You can say it's backpedaling.
Yeah.
They refuted it entirely, but
for now,
they might have backed. It still could have been backpedaled. Still could be them trying to save face, you know.
Well, the one thing I love hearing more than anything in news is sources say.
Oh, right?
Source.
I know, right? Like,
and what sources might those be? Oh, you know, a guy who knows a guy. Oh, the guy, yeah. He's good. I hate that as a consumer of news.
It did get announced on digital bits. That's true.
Yeah.
So.
Well, usually, yeah. I mean, they have, a pretty good track record, despite what some of the naysayers will want you to believe. But no, I follow Bill Hunt.
And that's one of the reasons I'm saying, well, it could have been them backpedaling, because it's like, it could have been that they were sharing with the guy who fucking leaked it all the fucking information.
Yeah.
They were sharing with him privately that they were considering not doing any more 4K releases or whatever.
I was here to say, like, if they were not going to do 4K releases, they didn't say they weren't going to stop doing Blu-rays. Everyone was like, "Oh my god!" Everyone's like saying the sky was falling. Like, it's not their whole physical media; it's just 4K.
The 4K titles.
And 4K, by the way, isn't the best-selling medium, so I wouldn't be shocked Disney didn't sell 4K anymore.
It's niche.
On top of it, they're definitely going to put out The Abyss in 4K because James Cameron.
Yeah.
That's why.
We knew 4K was going to be niche to begin with, and it is.
It
is not going to take over from Blu-ray and DVD. It's going to be a niche format where not every title is going to get a 4K.
But how are they going to sell 8K discs?
I mean, every successive media format has fewer releases. There's always a focus on the new stuff. All the new formats get the new stuff, but in terms of catalog releases, you get fewer and fewer catalog releases on each successive format. You look how many catalog releases are on DVD, then compare that to how many catalog releases are on Blu-ray, and now compare that to how many catalog releases are on 4K. I mean, it's almost non-existent on 4K. It's ridiculous how few there are.
Rather than get way more catalog titles on 4K, I just like to see more catalog titles that were never brought from DVD to Bluray.
Just in general.
Blu-ray.
Yeah, just want more movies from the catalog on Blu-ray, please.
Yeah.
Because
What about Apple
DVD
Coupling
quality,
game? Damn it.
in the modern day, in the modern age, DVD quality just doesn't really cut it
No.
anymore. I can I can deal with it, but
It's
I would
hard to watch
prefer to be able to see it in high definition. You know?
Well, I know.
like sometimes I'll take the streaming version over my DVD, knowing full well the streaming version's slightly better.
It's at least high
Or
def,
definitely-
even if it's
at least
a lower
720.
bitrate. Yeah. Well, a lot of streaming is 1080. You just need the connection for it or the ability to.
And here's
pull it in.
Vinegar Syndrome every fucking month announcing 4 or 5 never put on disc titles every goddamn month. You know. I love
So,
that company.
One little bit.
I have one thing to talk about.
Okay.
That Scream Factory announced more Roger Corman limited editions with Death Sport and some other fucking movie I can't remember.
Nice.
But here's the thing: 1,000 pieces already sold out.
Oh, so okay, great.
1,000 pieces.
I thought
And
they
so
were
in-
done
in-
with that shit. I'm so sick
Yeah,
of this
they-
1,000-piece
and then,
bullshit.
And then they're charging that with just a new transfer because it's probably not even a new transfer, probably the fucking DVD slapped on the fucking disc.
Wow.
Second, it's only got ported over some commentary, and they want to charge you $27. Vinegar Syndrome's limited editions cost $25 and give you buttloads
Give you way
of special
more.
features.
Yeah.
I feel like I went on a rant this
Yeah.
week
Good.
on fucking Twitter about it,
Good.
and then Scream Factory unfollowed me.
Really?
Yes. And then I said, and Scream Factory unfollowed me because they can't handle when someone tells them the fucking truth.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Cliff. Someone's gonna fucking clip this and show you, but you're doing fucking something wrong.
Yeah.
Okay? I used to buy all your fucking titles.
Yeah.
And then you raise the price to not raise the fucking quality at all.
Yeah.
Those Chinese investors you got, maybe it's not those problems, but you got some investors and bought that fucking Corman library. Maybe not just Chinese, might be multinational.
Yeah.
I don't want to single anyone out.
Yeah.
And now your prices go up and your quality goes down.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of that company and go somewhere where you're going to be appreciated. This is fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. You want Criterion level pricing for not Criterion level content.
Yeah. It's more.
I'm infuriated by it. And yes, I'm entitled.
To be Criterion level, you need more than just a nice looking slipcover.
And a nice transfer. You
And a
need
nice transfer.
actual content.
Yeah.
I
It needs
mean,
to be
I'll be honest.
meaty
like-
content.
I look at fucking Scream Factory titles and I ask myself legitimately every single time I see anything Scream Factory, I ask myself, has this already been released on Arrow Video or is it going to be released?
Could
on
it
Arrow
be?
Video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our likelihood. And the answer's
Because
almost always yes, by
Arrow,
the way.
quite frankly,
Yeah.
nowadays does a better job than
Oh, yeah.
Scream Factory.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Arrow.
They actually have real sales.
Well,
real sales.
I've always said that Arrow is basically one of those Criterion level boutique labels.
I don't think they're as high quality as Criterion, but they're up there. They're really close to the top. You know,
It's never going to be
Well, I guess it's
as
good that
high
I
as
have
Criterion for the kind
Screen
of niche
Factory
stuff that they do. But I'm
things,
saying, like,
pickups.
for what they do,
you have no idea.
you
Yeah.
know, it's
what drives me nuts is every single Vinegar Syndrome title is fucking remastered. It's
Yeah.
fucking. They went frame by frame and remastered that shit.
Yeah.
They give it a Criterion treatment, and you're telling me I can get a fucking Vinegar Syndrome title for $5 less for a lesser known fucking title printed at higher fucking numbers when it's limited edition?
Yeah.
What the fuck, Scream Factory?
Yeah.
You are the fucking biggest company on the fucking market. Sort your shit out.
yeah.
And I still need to get my Munchies 2-pack.
I
Okay.
just want fucking Death Sport on Blu-ray, and I can't get it because Scream Factory sucks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, occasionally they bring those back. Like, look, they brought back the Deathstalker double feature, so I grabbed it when it came back.
It's still fucking limited, though.
Yeah, but it stayed available for almost a year. It only
shouldn't have been
just
that
went
limited.
out of print.
It should have been 4,000 pieces like every other limited edition on the goddamn market.
Dude, it was on Amazon. It's probably still on Amazon right now for regular
I'm
price.
checking.
I'm checking.
I've been saying, like, every month, get Deathstalker. You want it? Get it. It's still
I'm
there.
not giving
It's still
Shout
there.
Factory money directly. I refuse to order for their shop. They don't even like my fucking P.O. box. It's fucks.
No, it's not through
I got it.
regular
I
Amazon
got
anymore, only from third party.
I got it
Only from
from. I got it from Shout Factory, but that's because it wasn't listed on Amazon at the time.
Yep.
And it was a title I desperately
I'm fine
wanted.
with my
So
DVDs when they were reasonably priced when I bought them.
yeah. Well, and I don't think there's anything new on there either. It's just
ported over special features from the DVD, which pisses me off.
Yeah.
They want a premium price for that. Premium price for minimum effort is bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Just to have it in high def. But see, I don't have the 4-pack, so I figured, well, I want those movies, and
yeah,
I need my Conan knockoffs. Come on.
I got the DVD. Okay. I don't need to fucking get into their goddamn greed.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just waiting for like Arrow to be like, hey, we got the fucking rights to do it, and here's a Corman box set with 20 movies. Thank you.
Here's Deathstalker, all 4 movies with brand new 4K transfers and loads of extras, and a book with a bunch of essays in it.
Booklet,
yeah,
a fat booklet, a fucking poster. Sometimes a soundtrack, not often, but sometimes a soundtrack.
You know, it was actually Boris Vallejo did the artwork for those.
He fucking
the poster art. Yeah.
Yeah.
For all 4 of them.
Very clearly his art.
It is. Well,
he's got a very specific style.
I was looking up pictures for I forget what it was, the update or something, and that's when I discovered it. I was like, oh, that's why I thought it looked like his artwork, because it is his artwork.
There are like so many artists where I can just go, oh, that's Liz Royo, or or that's
or Frank
Frazetta, Billy Bell,
or something. Yeah,
you know, Frank Frazetta, always, 1,000 times always.
Yeah, no, it's going for collector's prices again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay for that. I got a DVD. I'm fine.
No, obviously not.
I'm fine. You know?
The DVD is $25 and has 2 more movies.
Right? I just I get so angry because it shouldn't be that fucking hard. Every other company makes sense. Every other company makes sense.
I know.
I paid $50 for a Synapse Steelbook, but it's also got more fucking limited edition number. It's written higher limited edition than a fucking Scream Factory Blu-ray for a lesser known title. Nobody fucking knows what Living Dead at Manchester Morgue. Nobody. Ask a horror nerd. Most people have not fucking seen that movie. Yeah. Okay. It got a beautiful steelbook with a slipcover and a booklet and.
That's so cool. Legally Blind Gamer. I did not know that about the Golden Axe 2 cover.
Cass left, apparently.
That's awesome.
So. He's back.
Oh, he's back. Welcome back, Cass.
Welcome back.
I opened up Discord another window by mistake. I was trying to go somewhere else.
I got to
that'll do that. Yep.
Move Edgar over.
They're like, you sure you want to move here? Like, no.
There.
I hate that.
Okay.
Half the time I join a voice channel and realize I'm using the wrong client because I have the web one open for talking.
So, all right. So just one more news item here, and then we'll do the obits for this week. So under comic book news, official trailer for Marvel's The Rise of Ultraman. When the terrifying kaiju, unfathomable monsters from the days of darkness, threaten all life as we know it, the only thing standing in their way is the United Science Patrol. Who are these enigmatic defenders, and how do they perform their miracles? Shin Hayata and Kiki Fuji have spent half a lifetime trying to find out, and their quest is about to drive them toward a decades-old secret and put them on a collision course with a mysterious warrior from beyond the stars. Issue 1 will hit comic shops on September 9th.
More Ultraman. I can't wait for the trade paperbacks.
There you go. Yeah.
I just don't buy floppies.
Then you get... I don't generally buy them either because, well, I mean, the trades tend to be a better value. You get all the extra covers. You usually get some cool extras.
More condensed space.
More condensed space. Yeah.
The ads are at the end usually. You know.
I finished the other night. I finished reading Volume 2 of Bronze Age Swamp Thing. So
I got that finally.
Did you?
We'll talk about that later.
The second? Oh, okay. I know you got Volume 1. Did you get Volume 2 as well?
I got Volume 1. No, I just got Volume 1.
Okay, you didn't get
Volume 2 is later.
Okay.
Yep.
Volume 3 comes out earlier this year, apparently. Or early next year. But, so
I started finally getting them, because I'm like, oh, they're finally going to get the whole run? Okay, and now I'm going to grab them. I'm so worried they're going to miss that third volume.
It should link right up to the start of Alan Moore's run, and then you can just get
exactly.
six Alan Moore volumes, and you get
and they're going to probably reprint them. They're probably going to restart Alan Moore at number 1, reprint those again with the newer, probably matching covers.
They have. Oh, I see what you mean. Like with the, I don't know. I'll probably just get the existing editions because they're pretty nice editions as they are. But
just get whatever edition.
And most importantly, they include issue 20 now in the Alan Moore one. They didn't used to. That's the That's the one that bridges his run with the Martin Pasco run. But anyway, I finished reading Volume 2 the other night. That's the one with the end of the original series and then all the in-between appearances before Saga started. It's got a couple issues of Brave and the Bold where he meets up with Batman. It's got an issue of DC Superheroes, I think it is, where he...
Because Alan Moore takes place after Crisis, right?
Maybe.
Okay.
It might overlap with it, actually.
Okay.
But,
you know what? I think it does now I think about it.
Yeah. I think, because Saga started in 1982, and Martin Pascoe did the first couple years, roughly, and then Alan Moore took over with issue 20, so...
That'd be near the end of year 2, and it wouldn't even... So there'd be a year into Moore's run when Crisis hit.
Probably, yeah. I don't know that it really touched on it much, though. Like, even though he did have some, regular
There's
superhero...
a crossover issue.
Some regular superhero characters come in. He didn't really touch on the DC Universe side of things much, other than Batman, really, and I think Lex Luthor in a couple issues.
There's one crossover
but it kind of
issue
just kept to
its
own thing for the most part.
I have it collected in my Crisis.
I'm sure there is. Like, I'm sure there is in there. So it's been a while since
really
I've read
not
them.
Hugely connected, honestly.
No, it wasn't. They were kind of doing their own thing at that point, and then it was. I think later they brought Swamp Thing more
so
into the DC universe. But yeah, anyway, so I finally finished reading volume 2. It was much thicker. It's about a almost 500-page volume, I think. It's got a lot more in it than the first volume.
The epic collection worth.
But it had, it literally is. But it has all the Challengers of the Unknown appearances, which I'd never read before.
Oh, yes, I love Challengers.
It's actually the first time those have been collected, apparently. They were supposed to be in the... what was it? The omnibus, but for whatever reason, at the last minute they didn't include them. They just had the 2 main series, and that was it.
Probably a royalties issue.
I don't know, but anyway, it was pretty cool to see. So now we actually have a pretty solid run. Well, we have a completely solid run from Swamp Thing or House of Secrets 92 all the way through the original series, all the way through all the in-between appearances. Now Volume 3 coming out should have the entire Martin Pascoe run, so we'll have like a full run of all the early Swamp Thing stuff, not missing a thing, which is great.
Literally, not missing a Swamp
and
Thing.
even more so because the original series was canceled with issue 24. Volume 2 has it was canceled while issue 25 was in the middle of production. So there was actually a lot of shit already done for issue 25, and they pulled the plug about halfway through. Huh?
It has those pages?
It has everything. It has the plot script. It has the dialogue script. It has all of the pencils and fully inked pages that were completed, as well as the cover for issue 25.
Wow.
So you literally read the whole story between everything. And it was pretty cool. They were definitely going in some strange directions as of that issue. It would have been interesting to see where it went. But yeah, so when it comes back to Swamp Thing, a couple issues into Challengers of the Unknown, it's of course ignored the events of issue 25, but it's interesting to read as an alternate take on where things might have gone. But what a cool bonus feature. Like, that's the first time that's ever appeared anywhere. Nobody even knew it existed until then, really. So
that's rad.
Yeah,
I really like that.
It's really
I'm looking forward to that eventually, someday.
Very interesting stuff, I'm sure.
Because I'll buy it and it'll sit on my shelf for 5 years before
I know.
I'll finally get there.
I'm sure you'll love it. But I was thinking, like, hey, wait a minute. Skinslip just sent me that 8-issue series, the Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale Challengers series.
Which is a reimagining.
Is a reimagining, but it's also... It reminds me, from what you were telling me, of the Green Arrow series that I like, where it's Green Arrow middle-aged. And it's like the Challengers middle-aged. And I was like, this will be interesting to see. Also, I think it was the first thing Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale did together, wasn't it? That was kind of where they started their partnership.
Collaboration, yeah.
Yeah. And then
it's also really fucking good. It's a great story. And there's one collected
yeah.
edition that came out like 15 years ago, and I finally got my hands on it.
Yeah.
Took a little bit of doing, because it's not easy to find.
Yeah, I think there's another one coming out that has that included, but it has some other stuff as well.
I'll be buying that because it'll have better colors anyway.
But yeah, the what was it? So apparently that mini-series, there wasn't that many more appearances of the Challengers between that and the issues in the Swamp Thing that I have. There's like a couple of guest appearances here and there, and that was about it. So one
they kind of went dormant for a long time.
Yeah, and they were always kind of, I was saying, what was it? I can't remember if I posted this in the Discord. I think it was in the Discord, where I was saying how this is the first thing I'd ever read about the Challengers. I had no idea what they were, we were all about.
Well, they're the inspiration for Fantastic Four, you know.
Yes, I knew that. And,
okay, I didn't know if you knew that.
Because
right,
I learned that after, so right up on them after reading those issues. But as I was reading it, I was like, wow. I mean, I know these guys started in like the 50s, but I'm really getting like an 80s cartoon hero team vibe from this. Like, it felt like this feels like it could be in Humanoids or Centurions or something like that. Like, it really feels like that kind of group of characters. So it definitely resonated with me on that.
DC's first family, basically.
Yeah. So I've definitely
you're gonna love that Tim Sale series. It's so good.
Well,
you're gonna blow through it in one night, probably.
Oh yeah, probably. I was just gonna say, like, I'm really looking forward to checking that out even more, and I'm just like, wow, how have I missed out on this? Like, this is so my kind of team of characters, you know. Like,
I told you.
Yeah, DC did put out a couple archive editions of the earliest appearances, of like their first appearances. So yeah, they're about $50 each, I think. But
archive editions are expensive.
Yeah.
And you don't get a lot of issues in one.
No, you get like 10, I think. But
you're paying for the restoration process.
Yeah. It's the same as the Marvel Masterworks collection.
Yep,
same
exact
thing.
Yep.
Yeah. But
I think it's the same the same studio that does the actual restoration.
Might be. Yeah, they do for the most part nice work. Alrighty. So,
why am I a car?
I don't know. Why are you
camera's
a car?
off.
Because you're you.
So I just noticed. There we go.
Have to move again. I just thought you wanted to be a car, that you were fulfilling some life's ambition.
Quick, Morty, turn into a car.
Rosie marathoned all of those, and we got to that episode, and I just burst out laughing because I remember you talking about it. Quick, Morty, turn into a car. What?
What are you talking about? Like, concentrate really hard, Morty. Never mind, there's a cab here.
Yeah. Well, and I like the coda to the episode where he's like in the middle of class later, and suddenly he turns into a car.
Just runs over the table in front of him.
Okay, so on that moment of joy, obituaries. So, this week we lost James Kamala Harris, professional wrestling legend with a 42-year career between 1978 and 2010. Nicknamed the Ugandan Giant, Kamala portrayed a fearsome and simple-minded Ugandan who wrestled barefoot in war paint and a loincloth, and approached the ring wearing an African mask and carrying a spear and shield. He wrestled for many promotions during his tenure, including World Class Championship Wrestling, the WCCW, World Championship Wrestling, the WCW, Ring of Honor, ROH, and most notably, the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, in the mid-1980s to the early 1990s. We also lost Trini Lopez, Mexican-American singer, guitarist, and actor with a near 60-year career between 1959 and 2020. His first album included a cover version of If I Had a Hammer, which earned a golden disc for him. His other hits included Lemon Tree, I'm Coming Home. I actually know a lot of these songs, yeah. I'm Coming Home Cindy, and Sally Was a Good Old Girl. He designed 2 guitars for the Gibson Guitar Corporation, which are now collector's items. His most noteworthy acting role would be Pedro Jimenez in the classic 1967 war epic, The Dirty Dozen. Trini made it to the ripe old age of 83. Awesome. We lost Raymond Allen, African-American television actor with a near 40-year career between 1946 and 1985. He was known for his appearances on television during the 1970s. He had recurring roles as Ned the Wino on Good Times, and as Aunt Esther's husband Woodrow Woody Anderson on the NBC sitcom Sanford and Son, and as mechanic Merle the Earl on Starsky and Hutch. He reprised his role as Uncle Woody Anderson in the Sanford and Son spin-off, The Sanford Arms. Allen also made guest appearances on The Jeffersons, What's Happening, The Love Boat, and the film Watt Stacks. Raymond made it to the ripe old age of 91. Nice.
I'm a little annoyed that Raptor didn't appropriately address Kamala. He's Kamala 1. There are 2 Kamalas. God damn it. We lost Kamala 1.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, sorry.
I'm surprised Raptor would miss that detail of all
I
people.
fucking instructed him in the wrestling chat too. Raptor, pay attention when I give you.
Pay attention.
Crap. You can tell the difference between them by they have different stars on their chest because they were like war paint or whatever. Anyway.
Well, so lost Tetsuya Watari, Japanese film, stage, and television actor with a 56-year career between 1964 and 2020. Best known for films such as 1966's Tokyo Driver, 1968's Outlaw series, 1975's Graveyard of Honor, 1976's Yakima Graveyard, and many others.
I believe that's supposed to be Outlaw Gangster.
Who?
I believe that's Outlaw Gangster is the name of the series. I don't think it's actually called The Outlaw series.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. And finally, we lost Dwayne L. Tatro, American film and television composer with a 20-year career between 1967 and 1987. His long composing resume includes such series as Dynasty, The Love Boat, Barnaby Jones, The FBI, Mannix, Hawaii Five-0, and MASH, among others. His first series was the science fiction classic The Invaders in 1967. Dwayne made it to the ripe old age of 93.
And I stand corrected. It's Outlaw Gangster VIP is the name of the series.
Okay.
It's a Japanese series of movies, and it's a Yakuza films, and they're really good. Cool. Air released the box set.
Nice. So that is all the news that is fit to geek, ladies and gentlemen. We made it. We did it. We got through the news. Holy shit.
Thank merciful fucking Christ.
Midnight.
Round about midnight.
Or 3 a.m.
Oh, well, you're on
round
the
about 3 a.m. Well, you wake up at midnight, so this is like morning for you.
To the
No, I usually get up at 3.
You get up at 3.
Yes, pickups.
So you got up early just for us.
Quack?
Pickups.
Quack should probably go first, I assume.
Quack, did you want to go first for pickups?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You
fall
require
asleep, so
going first?
Are you off tomorrow at least?
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I mean, as off as you can be with a kid that wakes you up at whatever time.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, that's why I disappeared a few minutes ago.
I figured.
Woke up.
Oh, it put all you guys on the side. Whatever. Fine, you're all on the side. Anyway.
Yay, we're on the side.
Go, Quack. What'd you get?
So since we were just shitting all over Scream Factory, I have 7 releases from them.
Excellent.
I bought a really... You know,
Way
it's funny.
to give
I
money
shit
to
on
the
Scream
enemy.
Factory. I shit on Scream Factory, and I bought something from Scream Factory because when they do good work,
I know.
I buy their stuff.
I do too.
Yes.
I really like their collector's editions, especially the Hammer ones. Yeah.
Those do really good. They good job on those.
Yes.
7 collector's editions that were all $12.96 or cheaper at Walmart.
Nice.
Wow.
And 1 double feature.
Nice.
We never get those at our Walmart. Well, once in a while.
Escape from New York.
Yes.
Oh, I have that.
Good.
I
Good.
got that.
Because it's going out of print, correct?
It is out of print now. It's actually sold out on the website. You can only get it through Amazon now.
Good.
Yep.
So
It's still $12.96 on Amazon, by the way. So
get it while you can.
if you don't have
Get it while you can.
I got it. Let's give her.
Literally your last chance right now, folks. And please use my link. Thank you for the support.
Starman.
I am so like all Carpenter went out of print, and I'm like, is there gonna be an Arrow box set?
That'd be
I'm
nice.
asking myself.
Starman. Very
Yeah.
nice.
I'll double it for John Carpenter.
Yeah, of course.
Firestarter.
Firestarter.
That's directed by De Palma? No, someone else.
I don't think so. No.
Lester, Mark Lester, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I read the back. I read the back. When he
Not
took it over.
Richard Lester. Mark Lester.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. Nice. Never seen it.
Roadhouse.
Heard it's fun.
Yeah.
Hey, never seen that either.
I've heard it's fun.
Pretty sure that one's
Cobra.
fully out of print now.
Cobra.
Not a huge fan of that
I'm
one.
pretty sure I've seen that one, but I don't remember anything about it.
And then Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Slip.
Nice. Nice, you got one with the slip.
I haven't seen that since fucking 90s, maybe?
Yeah, I haven't seen it since the days of VHS.
And then I got this at FYE.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Those are
nice.
hard to come by now.
I know. I was really excited to see it. It was only like
I want all of them.
$2.99, I think.
I want like
Used by good
seasons.
condition, I assume.
I want like season sets of those. Just Give me all the Elvira.
My sister picked this up for me at a flea market for $1.
Dada.
What?
I haven't seen it before.
Mike and
Dave. Efron film. Never mind.
I open it. And it just has the DVD.
What?
Oh, rip.
So
well, it is just that movie.
That's bullshit.
I will have to educate her on flea market etiquette of making sure the Blu-ray's in there next time. That's all I got. Oh, actually, wait. I do have one more thing.
Uh-huh.
I got one more thing.
A brand new car!
A brand new computer. A brand new MacBook Pro my wife got me for my birthday.
Hey, there you go. Don't tell Epic Games.
Very nice.
Nice.
That's because I turned the big 40 this year.
The big 4-0, but
I'm only 2 years younger.
Wait a
than
minute, you're Quack 29. I thought you were 29 forever.
When he made that account 11 years ago, wait, you know.
What he meant to say was, I turned the big 2-9.
The 2-9er.
Hold on, I just need to adjust something here. I need to make yet another adjustment for the pickups screen, where we can't have it cropped, apparently.
Yes, we can.
There we go. Now, just move that up. And there we go. So now I have 4 scenes to compensate for all the fuckiness of all the different video streaming things we use. All right. Who is next? Cass.
I'll go next.
What'd you get?
Yeah.
Gas pickups?
What are your pickups this week, Cass?
No. I don't have any this week.
Okay. Stoudman, what'd you get this week?
But Skinslip wanted to go.
Well, I clicked on you. It's always you, then Skinslip, then me. Skinslip and I are very long-winded, so we just kind of, save all our rambling to last.
I guess that is the point. But
that's my logic, anyway.
I got
this nice.
Not Shout Factory release. Scream Factory.
I actually really want that set.
I got it because it was on sale on Amazon for like $40.
Mainly for 1, 2, and the remake.
I haven't seen any of these movies, to my recollection.
Really?
At all.
Oh my god.
You're in for a treat. The remake.
You're in for a treat.
At some point.
They're good.
I know enough about them to know their importance in the horror genre.
The Demon Child.
I've never actually seen them all the way through.
They're good. I like the first 2 especially.
I've seen the first one.
I got
it.
I got the set because I'm like, $40, and if this goes out of print, it'll probably be like $100.
Well, so there is that too.
Movies, I can always just sell them.
Yeah, just 5, I think. I guess the first 4, the 1 through 4, and then the remake.
Yeah. First 4, and then the new one.
Hi, Michelle. I love how the first thing you said was creepy children.
Hey, that's a nice set.
Critters.
It's a really nice set.
Critters collection.
I don't really have any affinity for that series.
Factory, and also about what was this, for like $45 or something?
I think I've seen the first one at some point. I don't remember.
Yeah,
$99.
Same to me. I don't remember seeing any of these movies. I may have at some point, but I don't remember seeing any of them.
Yeah.
So blind buy entirely with the concept that, again,
I'm sure you'll enjoy them. They're fun.
I can just sell it.
Cool practical creature effects. Yeah.
And then, in keeping with the theme, I also got this Scream Factory release.
Nice. Factory, yes, in this case. That's a great. See, that's a good release. That's great.
That's a great release. I bought that one too.
I bought it literally the day.
I saw it for the $13. I was like, sure, why not?
Of course. That's
Have
a great
you seen
price.
Starman?
Same here.
Have you seen Starman?
Firestarter.
Have you seen Starman, Stout?
Stout? Have you
Again,
seen
that's
Starman?
another one I don't remember if I have or not.
Oh, well, I'm going to make sure you watch it tomorrow. Excellent.
This is another one I don't remember if I have or not.
I don't have that. I skipped that one. I don't have the money
Yeah, I
for
don't
anymore.
have that one either.
In keeping with the theme, here's another Scream Factory.
Can't you see how much we hate Scream Factory here?
This is the remake of Rabid Dogs.
Rabid Dogs.
I only got it because it's going out of print and because it was only $5 on Hamilton Book, and I was like, well, if I don't like it, I can sell it.
It's only $5. It's a rental at that point, you know.
Basically, yeah, that's true. Good way of putting it.
I also got off of Hamilton Book The King of Comedy.
That's one I want to get. I only have the DVD.
I don't have it at all.
Yeah. Then you can see all the ways Joker ripped it off.
I got Mother, which I have seen. And I do enjoy. Well,
I really want to see that. I heard that was really good.
It's a very artsy movie that you're probably not going to watch too many times in your life, but it was like $5, so I was like, yeah, I'll probably watch it again at some point.
I didn't see that one. Okay, I need to get that one. I was staring at enough.
Sounded interesting.
Another one that was $5, surprisingly, is this movie.
The Dog.
The Dog.
I never even heard of that.
I know that
Who
one.
released
Which is a Draft House Films. It's a Draft House Films release. It's a documentary about the actual person who the movie Dog Day Afternoon was inspired by.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
We know if it's Draft House,
this is actually the
interesting.
flip art, the one I flipped it to.
They love film.
Oh, that's
I
great
thought it
art.
was really fucking cool.
Yeah, it's very striking. I like that. Yeah.
I love Draft House stuff. They do really good work.
Oh yeah.
They released Miami Connection after all. Oh, you bought another copy of Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers on 4K because it was $10. I was like, sure, why not?
Nice.
Blues Brothers, fuck yeah.
I think I've only ever seen it once.
Maybe twice.
Listen, you gotta have the cop cars crashing all over the fucking place in 4K.
Of course.
Okay?
He didn't hold some kind of record for a while, for like the most car crashes and
certainly did.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Didn't top by Simpson, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
After Eric showed off his copy last week, I also got a copy of Thundercats.
Nice.
Yeah, literally during the show he bought it.
It's a good,
Mine
good
should be
deal.
arriving tomorrow.
What was it, like $35?
It was
for the set, something like that.
It was $35, but
yeah,
it has actually since dropped to like $22.
Guys, my link.
So you
my
have
link.
no fucking excuse
Right down
not to
there.
buy this.
Get Thundercats on your
Go
shelves.
to
You know
the
you want it.
Amazon link and buy the entire complete series, original
You
series
support
of
the stream
Thundercats
and you get 130
for
episodes of
$22,
80s cartoon goodness. There you go.
It's insane. But yes, that's it. That's the last thing I got.
That's awesome. That's some good shit. Some good shit, yo. So now when we watch Thundercats, you can just fire up your DVD.
That's $25. Jesus.
Right.
It's a good deal.
Listed under multi-format for some reason. Oh, it's Blu-ray. Son of a bitch.
No, don't get the Blu-ray. That's the 2011
That's the other
series.
Yeah.
I mean, get it if you want it, but
well, where the
obviously,
fuck is
I got
this?
it.
Complete series, motherfucker.
It's under DVD.
It's giving me all the volume sets.
I
Like,
don't
motherfucker.
know.
What the
Is
hell?
it gone already?
I hope not. I didn't get a chance to buy the damn thing.
No, hold on. I have a link.
Let me check.
I have an Amazon link that I posted in last week's SNI. Let me just find it here.
I can just go to my orders and click on
it's out of stock.
there.
Yeah, it's out of stock. Fuck.
Is it really already?
Well, no wonder why it was so cheap.
Well,
Out
yeah,
of
it's a
stock
good
doesn't mean
deal.
out of print,
And
though.
That's
showing
true. No.
showing again what influencers SNI
Oh no,
is.
but the deal is gone. The deal is in fact gone.
Everybody ran out and bought it when they saw the deal last week.
It's Warner Brothers. How much you want to bet they're gonna release a Blu-ray now?
I don't know.
I would laugh. Like, I'll get the
If
Blu-ray.
they have the elements,
My God, for fuck's
That's
sake.
true. I don't
they
know.
didn't produce it. They just bought it.
All right, I'm gonna hop off cam.
All right.
I'll still be in the chat though for a little bit.
Take it
Okay.
easy, buddy. Thanks for stopping by.
Always.
There it is. Thundercats complete series. It is, yeah.
I'm
they're
sorry for
third-party
misleading you
sellers.
to believing that this was such an amazing deal that was
It was,
absolutely currently
but
available.
it's gone now.
I'm sure somebody ran to fucking Amazon and was like, "Ooh, where is it? Where is it?" I know. Skinslip did.
Yep. I was just curious if it's still available. It's not. I can't afford it anyway.
Well,
I am ready for my pickups.
I'm gonna post my link anyway. Hold on a second. There we go. There it is. All right, you have the floor for your pickups. Well, don't put your pickups on the floor.
The first, of course, we were talking about
Surprise!
Bronze Age Volume 1.
Now
I
you
finally
know
picked it up.
Now you know why we were talking about Swamp Thing.
Woo!
It's
I love that art. Sorry.
So fucking beautiful. Right. Yeah, I love that volume.
I got Justice League Corporate Maneuvers, which is the first volume of the Justice League International The Amazing Giffen run, which was
nice,
influential.
Yeah.
And so there's Volume 1, which comes after this, that I need to get. It was not in stock, so I got Swamp Thing.
Nice.
I have priorities.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot. I also got headbands, so I can not wear. I can wear my hair down now.
Oh,
I just haven't taken a shower in too long, so
nice.
I didn't want to have my hair down. All right, now to get the obvious out of the way, I also got Critters because it was $35 or whatever, and that's the right price for 4 movies. They're all remastered, and there's a 4-part documentary across all 4 discs about the making of the movies. So
nice,
worth the money. Like I said, I will buy Scream Factory stuff when it's worth money, and it's also a hard box.
Nice. Not a
what I hate about it is the hard box is not the same quality as an Arrow release. It feels significantly less good.
Yeah, I have,
which is telling with my rant.
Yeah, I have their release of Creepshow, which they also did in a hard box, and I noticed
also have that.
I noticed that as well. I feel like the Arrow ones are of a higher quality.
Right.
Sure.
I put it's sitting right next to my Arrow Creepshow 2, and Creepshow 2 feels so much better.
Yeah. I need to get that Arrow Creepshow too.
But I still bought it because it's all about the on-disc content for me than for that presentation.
Well, and it is the best.
It's just an example.
It is the best edition out for that.
That's true. I will double dip if Arrow releases it too.
I know you would.
It's one of my favorite series. Next, I got the amazing Mr. No Legs.
Ooh, heard of that.
Allow me to read this to you, please.
Yeah.
I don't generally do this.
Okay. I did watch the trailer for that, by the way. And wow.
Do you want to watch it with me?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Very nice, Michelle.
Double amputee Mr. No Legs may not seem much of a threat at first, but cross him and you'll see why he's Florida's ruthless drug kingpin D'Angelo's deadliest enforcer. That's a lot of this is one sentence. With his unique martial arts mastery and shotgun-wielding wheelchair, Mr. No Legs is virtually unstoppable. But when a henchman kills the sister of a straight-shooting cop, D'Angelo's whole enterprise may come down done and threaten to bring No Legs down with it. It's directed by Rico Browning, co-creator Flipper, and the titular star of The Creature from the Black Lagoon. So I guess he's the Creature from the Black Lagoon here directing a movie. Mr. No Legs. Go watch the trailer. They announced this. I watched the trailer and I pre-ordered it. I was like, okay, sold.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
What's that?
Sorry, Michelle was just talking about the makeup she got.
Okay. Next, I did my Severance order. It took fucking 3.5 weeks to get here.
Yeah.
I got the limited edition of Frankie and His Pals, a shot and video film.
Really wanted that one. But...
Limited. They have a non-limited edition that they put out.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Sweet. Okay. I'll get that then.
Limited.
Yeah.
I had to get. I didn't know they were gonna have a non-limited. I probably would have waited, honestly. It wasn't that important to get limited. But I love. I got a limited.
I'm glad. I'll definitely get that then.
Also limited. Got Lucio Fulci's Pneumonia, which I think is coming out the standard edition. This is the limited edition. I don't know what's different about it. Maybe some on-disc content.
Slipcover, maybe.
The slipcover for sure is limited.
Yeah.
It's also really fucking tight.
Is it still shrink wrapped or no?
What's that?
Is it still shrink wrapped or no?
No. I opened it.
Okay. I was thinking sometimes that's all the thickness it takes to make it all hard to get out.
Oh, so yeah. It was actually shrink wrapped with the slipcover. But no, it just comes with the catalog. We didn't even get like a booklet or anything.
Yeah.
Well, Severance doesn't generally do booklets. They usually do soundtrack CDs as their thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of limited edition soundtracks, I got Paganini Horror, which is a Luigi Cozzi film.
Love that cover.
With the soundtrack.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
So, and
very nice.
also, it's like I took my sticker off the plastic and put it in the card. That's what I do.
Yeah.
It's not complete without the sticker. I don't care what anyone says. Now, I ordered the limited edition of this, but I guess they ran out. The wax mask. The only difference being it had a slipcover, which had art. And you know I don't like photo covers.
Yeah.
So I'm a little annoyed that I didn't get the slipcover for this.
Not reversible?
Nope. Scream. That's another thing, Severin. That's the one critique I have of Severin is because they have black cases, they don't generally do reversible covers. Next, I got The Horror of Party Beach, which that
looks like fun.
Forgot it came with some feelies. 1 second. Came with this badass pin.
Oh, nice.
From Fright Rags? Is it Fright Rags? Doesn't say. I thought it said. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Look at how fucking cool that is. And then it came with a silly little beach ball. I'm not going to blow up, obviously.
Excellent.
But it's funny is I didn't order the limited edition of that, and they just sent that stuff to me.
so it all kind of balanced out in a way.
Yeah, I think they sent it because the slipcover ran out for a wax
maybe.
mask. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
Well,
I can't fault them. Thank you for the the bonus stuff.
Yeah.
Next, I saw this on Best of the Worst, and when I saw it got a Blu-ray, Severin Kids. We have a Severin Kids line now. Well, by the way, when the wind blows is part of Severin Kids, and it's available through. And both these titles are available through Walmart. By the way.
Wow. When the Wind Blows is so not for kids.
It's so not okay. You're gonna.
I guess it can, but it's.
Hey, speaking of reversible covers, this one actually has one.
Yay!
It's an animated film, and all animated films are designed.
Well, that's true. And just like Howard the Duck is about an anthropomorphic duck character, therefore for kids.
Oh my god! Speaking of When the Wind Blows.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
And then it just
everyone's favorite family comedy. When the Wind Blows.
Peanut butter solution recipe, actually.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah, I've heard of the peanut butter solution. I think it was a little after my time, so I didn't actually see it.
No. But it's on a Best of the Worst, and I was like sold. It's so fucking stupid.
Watership Down. Love Watership Down, Muska. I really want the criterion of that.
We got Emmanuel and the Last Cannibals. I'm not really into the Emmanuel films, but I like the cannibal films, and it's more cannibal film than Emmanuel film, so I'll go with that. That's what I've heard.
Fair enough.
Even if it's not, I'm good with it. Cannibal film.
Mm-hmm.
And next, I got This is a Russian film.
Ooh.
It's a Russian fantasy horror film.
That's
go
cool.
watch the trailer for this.
Yeah.
You're gonna want this, Sean. 100%.
Okay. All right. I like the cover.
Yeah. Next, we got Ted Raimi and Ricky Lake and Skinner, a slasher film of some sort. I haven't seen. So, this was the filler on my cart because I was like, these two things were like, I need to round out because I had like X amount of money to spend and might as well just gamble on something.
Thank you.
So I gambled on these.
Demon is
Demonia, I think.
For Demonia. Oh yeah, right. She-Hulk approves of
Next,
Demonia.
I can't show the back of this. This is not from the sale. This is separate.
Okay.
Is it like camera backwards?
Right side up. There you go.
There you go.
Lens Lake. I'm guessing there's boobs on the back.
The Lindsay Baker Giallo collection.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And comes with 4 movies. I love these covers. The Knife of Ice.
Nice.
And A Quiet Place to Kill.
Mm-hmm.
So Sweet
Umberto
So Perverse. There's a Giallo 2-volume Giallo book called Sweet So Perverse based off this.
Okay.
Title.
Cool.
It tells basically it's cataloging all the Giallo films with little reviews and stuff.
Nice.
And last, we got Orgasmo, also known as Paranoia. Those both titles are several movies each, so.
Interesting.
But this are all Carol Baker and Umberto Lenzi movies.
Very nice.
So. I like Giallo. Everyone knows.
I really need like a lot more Giallo in my collection.
I have a lot of Giallo now.
Yeah.
I've got like 30
I don't
movies.
have nearly enough.
I've only seen like 5.
Yeah.
That's
good. It's a fun genre.
It's
like that genre that skirts the edge of horror and, murder mystery.
Yeah, I mean, it's a precursor to slasher films, too.
Yeah, basically.
Along with proto-slashers.
They're almost all proto-slashers, yeah. Very true. Where am I going? There we go. Okay.
They're less proto-slashers than they are Giallo. Like, there's definitely a difference between those two things, but they're one of the inspirations for the genre. So.
I should probably leave it on this one, and I'll put the picture on, I think. There's the picture. There's the picture.
It is your turn, sir.
It is. Just give me a second here. I just have to make adjustments because Quack had to depart.
Yep.
Good enough.
Giallo, not Jello.
Jello. I love Jello pudding movies. Okay, so
I like yellow.
So I got a few cool things this week. One of which is a werewolf movie that I've been wanting to get for a while. I'm pretty sure I saw this years ago. I don't remember anything about it, but I've been a bit of a werewolf movie kick, just kind of filling in some gaps in that collection. And this is one that I always, I remember, I don't know that it was hugely successful, but I remember people talking about it a lot as being a kind of unique, interesting take on werewolf movies. There is no Blu-ray release here in North America. However, there is a Region B release, which is actually region free. So I picked it up. I'm talking about The Company of Wolves.
Very interesting transformation, and you'll recognize a movie that references it if I don't want to spoil it.
Excellent. Very good. So, very good. It's just bare bones, just the movie. But that's okay. It was fairly cheap, too, actually. I think it was only like $10 or $11. So, yeah. So, very cool. From ITV Home Video. One thing kind of odd about this. No title on the spine.
Oh, wait. That's got Angela Lansbury in it, right?
Sorry, what?
It's got Angela Lansbury in it, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Well,
and it's directed by Neil Jordan.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, directed by Neil Jordan, screenplay by Angela Carter and Neil Jordan, based on a story by Angela Carter. Yeah, starring Angela Lansbury, Sarah Patterson, Graham Crowden, and Brian Glover. Oh, and Stephen Rea is in it as well. Very cool. So, yeah, anyway, very nice. Next up, this is a movie that I saw. I first heard about it in like a sci-fi horror magazine. There was a little article about it, and I read about it. I thought, oh, that sounds kind of interesting. And it's like an indie dystopian sci-fi movie, very low budget, just like in all the most wonderful ways. This is the only film that this director ever did. The director is actually a mathematician and kind of a savant type, like very smart, philosophical and stuff like that. And this is his one movie that he did, and I think it's fucking brilliant. I love this movie to death. So I happened to see it on the shelf at the local video store when it came out, and I was like, oh, this is that movie that I read about in the magazine. So I rented it, I watched it, I was like, that was fucking amazing. And then I showed it to my friends because they came over that weekend. I must have watched it like 3 or 4 times, and I've never seen it since. This is literally 30 years ago. But so much of it just stuck in my brain. So I just remembered it somewhere for some reason recently, and I looked on the internet, and it's like, there's a Blu-ray of it. A 30th anniversary Blu-ray.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
I never heard of this before.
And it was from like a little independent studio called Verboten Video. They have a couple other titles in their catalog. It's a very small independent studio.
Shot on video films.
So the movie is called Split, and it's not the M. Night Shyamalan movie. This is from 1989. Independent dystopian sci-fi movie, basically about it's kind of a precursor to The Matrix in a way. There's been a few comparisons to that in recent years, but basically it's about the world is under the mind control of possibly aliens, possibly machines. It's left kind of ambiguous, but some kind of totalitarian force is controlling everyone and tracking everyone. There's this one guy who has figured out a way to evade the tracking by essentially becoming like a master of disguise. He's just constantly changing his appearance, changing the way he talks, changing the way he walks to evade detection. And he has a wonderful MacGuffin, which is basically this petri dish full of some kind of substance that can free the minds of everybody who's been enslaved. So he's trying to get out there to, evade detection and get this. The idea is to put it into the water supply to permeate and like free everyone slowly through proliferation through the water. Needless to say, the evil alien machine people catch on to this, and it's like a big chase as he's trying to tell other people about what's going on and free them, plus get out there and free the rest of the world while trying not to get caught. But it's very trippy. Parts of it feel like a bit of an acid trip, but it's also really smartly done and really likable cast in this too. I really like it a lot. And it's a very just powerful, striking visuals, which you can't really see too well. But the cool thing is, this Blu-ray, all right, was originally shot on 16mm film. The only previous video release was the old VHS release. I think there might have been a DVD at some point of just like the regular theatrical print. So with this Blu-ray, they got in touch with the original director, who owns all of it, and he gave them an interpositive of the theatrical cut. And they're like, cool, this is great. It's a 35mm interpositive taken from the original 16mm print. And he's like, oh, hey, I found the original 16mm negatives. Did you guys want those? It's like, yeah. So they found the original negatives.
We're good.
And then he's like, I found an extended cut of the film that I showed at festivals. Did you want that too? He's like,
yes.
Yeah.
Is that on there too?
Yes. Yes, it has.
Oh,
it
well,
has
I'm going
both
to get
cuts.
this.
It also has. He also did commentary tracks, different commentary tracks for both cuts.
Oh, I love when they do that.
And then,
but guess what? Someone once told me that commentaries don't sell editions.
Yeah, right,
what are you talking about,
right.
motherfucker?
Then on top of that, then he's like, oh yeah,
Never
hey
let
guys, I found 22 reels of raw footage. Did you want to go through that?
I would literally. That would be a second disc. Like, here's 22 reels of raw footage.
Yeah, I know.
You can see it all.
I wish they'd.
I want someone to do that finally.
I wish they'd included more of that, to be honest. But they included about 8 minutes worth of stuff that wasn't already.
What the fuck?
In the films in some form.
Can someone please just release all the raw footage on a fucking disc so I can watch this shit?
And then they have a couple interviews with two of the principal actors. But yeah, it was. So I watched the theatrical version again because that's the version that I'm familiar with. Plus, the extended cut is like it's a full-on different cut of the movie. Like it presents the story in a completely different way. So when you get this, because I know you will, watch both.
Yeah, it's in my Amazon card already.
Watch both of them. I haven't watched the extended cut yet. But,
it's the only one that companies releases are on Amazon, but I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, and then a couple other shot on video ones that you can get direct through their website. But absolutely loved revisiting this again after 30 years. Was surprised by how much I had actually retained, considering how long it's been since I watched it. It's one of those movies you definitely want to watch a couple of times, because the first time it just kind of like, what the fuck did I just watch? But then the second time you begin to peel back the layers of the brilliance of it, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful film. So that's Split, directed by Chris Shaw. Yeah, Chris Shaw, savant, mathematician, and artist Chris Shaw. So there you go. Very, very cool movie. Next up, this one I had on.
Yeah, apparently a review in 1989 compared Split to Repo Man, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's definitely got. It's not like. It's a little bit artsy, but it does still have like a coherent plot to it. Nice. But it's definitely an artist's film, and there's some very interesting visuals and some early computer animation, and just a really kind of trippy synthesizer score, and yeah, it's awesome. I love it. It's one that I'll watch over and over again. I was so, and I mean, needless to say, having access to all that source material, the quality is freaking gorgeous. Like, it was just so beautiful to see it restored like that. All right, next up, I pre-ordered this back in April when it first became available. Everybody in the U.S. seemed to get it before I did. It went out of stock for a little bit, and I got worried, but then it came back in, and it showed up. Unfortunately, the case was a little bit broken in transit.
Oh, no.
That rarely happens to me, but whatever.
And unfortunately, those are hard ones to replace, too.
Yeah.
It used to be a regular case, of course.
So I'm, of course, talking about the latest Doctor Who set featuring the man himself, Tom Baker. This is Tom Baker Season 3, which is the overall season. Overall season 14. Stories on this one. This is the second of the so-called gothic horror seasons. This has some really good ones on it. Two of my favorites. Actually, no. Three of my all-time favorite stories are on here. We have The Mask of Mandragora, The Hand of Fear, The Deadly Assassin, The Face of Evil, The Robots of Death, and The Talons of Weng Chiang. Now...
Oh, The Talons of Weng Chiang. I remember that one.
Yes. Now, you might also remember in the extras for that, we watched a documentary called Who's Doctor Who, which featured a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff filmed at the rehearsal footage and studio footage and everything filmed at the time. So as a bonus on here, they have that documentary, Who's Doctor Who, and they actually found the original film footage for it. And
that's really nice.
Did a full.
I need that volume still.
Did a full HD restoration of Who's Doctor Who from the original 16mm film footage.
Really, that never happened.
I know.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And it looks gorgeous. Like, I've only ever seen it on my old VHS, and then the DVD release had it. But this is fully restored, and it's bright, vibrant color, and just looks like so much detail. But it was historically notable for Doctor Who because it was actually the first ever full-length documentary made about the show. And it was wonderful. So they had all these interviews with not only people who work on the show, but also a lot of fans. They went to schools and put out calls for kids and families who watch the show. So they have all these wonderful interviews with all these just smart as a whip kids talking about why they love the show so much, and then talking to the parents, talk to a child psychologist about how it's good to have a healthy fantasy life when you're a kid, and blah blah blah. And then there's a companion documentary on here called Who's Doctor Who Revisited, where Toby Haydock, who's a huge Doctor Who fan, stand-up comedian, and does a lot of Doctor Who documentaries for the DVDs, actually tracked down all the original kids and the maker of and went around with the original producer of the documentary and talked to other people involved in it, and did this whole retrospective of the documentary. Which is wonderful. It's such a wonderful companion piece to an already wonderful extra.
I definitely have to prioritize getting that at some point.
It's so good, and it's
when
just
the price comes down.
It's absolutely wonderful. It also has, let's see, in additional extras, it's got a new special effects option for the Talons of Weng Chiang. We have a conversation.
A companion documentary, not about Doctor Who's companion. Sacrilege.
Yeah. A conversation between Matthew Sweet and Philip Hinchcliffe, who is the producer during this season. Our Sarah Jane, a new documentary celebrating the life of Elizabeth Sladen, because this, of course, features the last two stories that Sarah Jane was in. Brand new audio commentaries of Tom Baker on Face of Evil and the Talons of Weng Chiang. Behind the Sofa episodes featuring Tom Baker, Louise Jameson, Philip Hinchcliffe, Peter Purves, and Sophie Aldred. Who's Doctor Who Revisited, an audio archive including a rare Tom Baker interview from 1976, plus the radio drama Exploration Earth and the vintage LP release of the Pescatons. And finally, we also have a 5.1 surround sound mix for The Deadly Assassin. The Deadly Assassin is one of my all-time favorite stories. It's, I think, the only Doctor Who story from the classic series anyway that does not feature a companion. It's the Doctor solo. It's the one that was based on the Manchurian Candidate, where he goes back to Gallifrey and then gets accused of trying to assassinate the president.
That's a great fucking episode, too.
It's great. Also had the return of the Master in it, who we hadn't seen since,
Which we totally guessed.
Yeah. Yes, you did. You totally guessed.
Only because we guess it every fucking episode.
It's the Master. Yeah. It's always the Master.
Always the Master.
But,
it's machinations always.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Talons of Weng Chiang was the one that took place in Victorian England. And it was just wonderful. And the other one that's my favorite on there is The Robots of Death, which originally was the one that was the first of the VHS releases I ever got, actually. And it was good. I love Robots of Death. So
yeah, we have to do fucking movie watch this week still. Shit.
Finally, last but not least. Oh, funny you should mention the thing, Kid at Queen Lunamoon, because the last item I got was Frozen Hell, which is the recently discovered full-length novel version of Who Goes There by John W. Campbell. So, going through his estate, they discovered there was another version of that story which had never been published, a full novel-length version. He apparently pitched it originally and tried to get it published, but nobody would take it, so he cut it down to the novella length that we know as Who Goes There, and that's the one that was published. That's the one that all the movies are based on. So this is the full-length version. It has about 45 additional pages of story that we'd never seen before. Now, that said, as far as novels go, it's pretty short. It's about 100 pages, so it's like barely a novel. But the original novella was about 60-something. But
120 pages is pretty average for like paperback cheap books back then.
Actually, yeah, if this was... See, this is trade paperback size. So if this was reduced down to paperback size, it would probably be about 120-something.
Yeah, it's like one of those cheap Dell paperbacks you always see in spinner rack.
So, beautiful cover art on this. So, interesting to note, Blumhouse has picked up the option to this and is actually developing a film adaptation. So, it'll be the first time that the full uncut story has actually been adapted as a film, which is pretty cool. So, normally I'd be like, I'll leave the thing alone. But in this case, I'm willing to give it a chance. A, because it's Blumhouse, and B, because they're adapting the full-length story for literally the first time ever.
The last movie sucked, that's why.
And also the last movie sucked.
You want one more good one, damn it.
Yes. And, Blumhouse has been getting a pretty good track record with revisiting some of these old properties and doing something interesting with them, especially lately. So, looking forward to it. And that is it. That is what I got this week.
I just have to say,
some pretty cool goodies.
I just have to say that fucking special feature on that Doctor Who set.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time I've heard of anybody doing that in a long fucking time.
The documentary?
Right? And I think the reason that we don't see that too often is because most of the people in this fucking industry are like Scream Factory.
Yeah.
Fucking that doesn't sell fucking titles.
The minimum
it's the title
effort.
that sells it.
Yeah.
Fucking special features don't sell it any better than anything else.
There's
it's like, okay, then explain BBC putting this amount of effort into their fucking product.
Yeah, there's they've done that with some of the DVDs as well. I think it was the DVD of the Aztecs, that wonderful first Doctor story that we all love. There was a special edition they put out of that, which had a documentary about the Aztecs, like an actual historical documentary to give you some information about the actual ancient civilization and whatnot. And that was restored from the original film, which I thought was pretty cool. So, yeah, the BBC and they definitely go the extra mile for their extras. And I love the fact that it's not just the show that's getting the royal treatment, it's also some of these wonderful archival extras that they're actually sourcing this material and giving us the best possible presentation of everything on the set.
Yeah, Scream Factory. Bring everything
great. So, yeah, it's definitely... I mean, if anybody's ever questioned whether or not those Blu-ray sets are worth it, the simple answer is yes, they absolutely are. Like, they really go the extra mile. And there's even more stuff on there than was on the original DVDs, which were already loaded to begin with, So it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
This whole SNI has just been about our unhealthy relationship with Scream Factory.
I know, right? My God, like, fucking do better. Buy Scream Factory titles.
I'm happy to say I didn't have a single Scream Factory title in today's pickups. Thank you very much.
I think it's hilarious. I went on that rant, and then like 10 minutes later, my mail came. I was like, all right, then. I guess I have to fucking eat crow real quick. 1 second. I even said,
this is some delicious crow. Anyway, I got this Scream Factory set, for that company that I hate.
I was like, my book was me, it's about Scream Factory. Also me buys Scream Factory Blu-ray.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, I called myself out. I mean, might as well.
Yeah.
I also said I was entitled during my rant on Twitter.
Hypocrite,
I said, I'm entitled, but...
Yeah.
And I'm entitled. I get it. Yeah. I'm in a privileged position to be able to even buy these things.
Being an entitled asshole, however.
However, you're also still doing wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Their Hammer stuff is good.
It's like, I'm not wrong.
I've definitely been happy with that.
Positions are fun.
An asshole.
Yeah.
It's the price on everything else that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, and I mean,
and sometimes labeling some of the collector's editions aren't really collector's
in
editions.
Canada, it's even worse because we get more inflated pricing. Occasionally, they'll drop in price a bit, but most of the time they're expensive. Like the collector's editions typically go for like $32 to $36 Canadian.
That's like $10 more than here.
The regular ones go for, like, the non-special edition ones are usually like 25-ish. So sometimes they go on sale for a little bit, like 22. Oh, what's savings? But hey, it adds up, so I'll take it.
22 is actually an okay price for Screen Factory. They never go on fucking sale for cheaper than that, to be fair. So my Lindsay Baker set actually came with a big fucking ding in it.
Oh well.
I had to cover the nudity.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Boobies! But,
it's a butt, but, yeah.
I think we all have Friday the 13th on pre-order. That one is a good deal.
That one's a good set, but perhaps. Yeah. I mean,
comes
all
out
remasters and stuff.
You're looking at about $150. What is it, 10, 11 movies? 11 movies.
The box sets aren't the problem, I will repeat. That's never been the problem for Screen Factory.
No, those are good, and they're pretty reasonably
are
priced.
mostly fine. There's a few where I'm like, why is this a collector's edition? There's like 2 special features.
Yeah. The Searchers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're talking about movies we watched this week. That's right.
Movies we watched. Did I watch anything?
I have to pee before we do this.
I'm trying to think if I watched it. Bye.
Welcome back.
Helen, welcome back. Now I gotta move the thing again.
Excellent.
God damn it! Now where'd you go?
It should be.
Oh, fuck's sake! I didn't have to move the thing because you guys moved somehow, and then I had to move the thing back.
Thank you, Cass. Thank
you. Probably didn't even just hiccuping randomly.
He didn't intend to do that. It just worked out that way. All right, well, I'm gonna go have a smoke while Skinslip's peeing. I'll be back. I gotta remember, did I actually watch anything? Well, I watched Split, which I already gushed about. I don't know what else I watched. I think that's all I watched this week. Well,
I didn't watch any movies.
To only watch one thing, that was a really good one to watch. Really enjoyed revisiting that. Anyway, I'll be back.
I watched, aside from what I watched with Skinslip, this I think was it. Maybe. Possibly. Could be. How's it going, chat? I'm looking at you over here.
We're just lively. So Stout.
Where is the Goonies 2? I don't know. Yes?
This is just the two of us, and we enjoy this topic, and it'll get railroaded as soon as everybody else is back. Thoughts on Biden's VP pick this week? That was another thing this week.
Oh, I don't care. It was as I expected, basically.
I thought it was a good pick, personally.
Trying to kill me, cat.
Like, it was either going to be her or Klobuchar, and it's like, well, you picked the least boring of the two.
All right.
Yeah.
A political moment with ass and snap.
I don't know what to
like just the two of us.
I'm running out of space. I don't know where I'm going to put critters. There's not enough space in the sea to put it in the seashell, so it's got to go somewhere else. First world problems and all.
Yeah. So I actually have my room kind of nice and organized the way I want it for the first time in history.
I had to explain to someone that, like, because, like, Like, I was talking to a friend, and she's like, "Oh, I really like this guy, but he's like across the country from me." Oh, I'm like, "What country do you live in?" And she's like, "Oh, I live in the UK." I'm like, "That's not a long distance. I can cross your fucking country in one fucking car ride in a day. It's not a long distance."
Well, and you're on the same hunk of land, which is important,
right? It's like you're a fucking train ride away. My last relationship was a person who was 12 hours north of me.
I'm ready. Here we go. Let's do this.
Okay?
My last one was on the opposite end of the country.
They drove 12 hours to kiss me. Okay? So, like that's like, I was talking to a friend about distance and how, like, it's all relative, because they were crushing on someone who in the same country as them, but across the country. And I was like, "Oh, what country?" The UK. I'm like, "That's not a long distance."
That's like, isn't that smaller than Texas?
Yes. It's not a long distance.
We think the UK is huge because we talk about it all the time, and there's so many people there. But in terms of landmass, it's actually not that big.
No.
It's just
important.
important.
You can get across it in a couple hours.
It's like a decent day's drive. Yeah, it's a like east to west, it's not that much. North to south's a bit more, but even that, like,
I need to do like
you can be into Scotland from London. London's right in the south. You can be in Scotland in like 8 hours.
In this fucking world, who gives a shit about distance? You got fucking video chat, man.
We are
going to
fly your ass. You kidding me?
The global.
I was going to say my last. I was going to say my last relationship.
The global village.
It's the way of the future. It's the way of the future. My last
global village.
Oh my god!
Ding! 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 Ding!
Now I'm just being a dick. Okay.
Do that.
Your last relationship. In the global
village. We were on opposite ends of the country, but the problem is the country was Canada.
Oh, yes. Canada is massive. So
it's not an 8-hour drive, it's about an 8-hour plane ride away.
Yeah.
And I hate to tell you, but the power of love is mighty, and some people will definitely travel the fucking world to follow their hearts. So
that's true.
Maybe not worry about distance so much.
You make that connection.
Trying to explain to them.
Clip the global village.
Love finds a way.
Global village.
Okay, you can't drive all of the UK in one day. Fair.
Yeah.
It's no route. Route 66 you can't drive in one day, silly. That shit's long. That's bigger than the personal. The Route 66 is longer than the fucking UK's long.
They made songs about it.
Yeah. Right?
Route 66.
Like, get your
Route
kicks
66.
on Route 66.
Route 66.
You understand? Route 66 went across our fucking country. All right.
That was the Depeche Mode one I was doing.
And it's way longer than you are taller.
Okay. I'm as tall as the United Kingdom. Wow.
Shall we do movies for this week?
Let's do movies. Let's do movies. Do them.
So who's going to start?
I don't care. Go.
All right, okay. I watched Sinister and Sinister 2 with Stoudman. We revisited them.
I didn't know
Sinister 1's good.
Yeah, okay.
Sinister 2 is not as good.
Okay.
It's garbage. Don't bother watching it.
Okay. I heard Sinister was good. I haven't seen it.
And then we watched The Green Hornet, because me and Stout got an extra day of watching movies this week. So
the Seth Rogen one?
Yes. I actually really fucking enjoyed this. I didn't think I was. I was such a big fan of the original show.
Yep.
And I'm like kind of a purist a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit.
Same.
Less racist, I'm fine with, things like that. It'd be so pure.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I really fucking enjoyed it. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Like,
so
it was
did
solid.
I didn't understand why so many people shit on it. I got the
Seth Rogen.
I got the really sexy steelbook of that. It's got like the front of the steelbook looks like the grill of the Black Beauty. It's very nice.
It really is.
One complaint about Black Beauty is Black Beauty is supposed to be dark metallic green, not black. I know it's misleading the title.
Okay.
Yes. I have the fucking toy of it, a replica of it. It's a toy. It's fucking metallically dark green. It's really dark green. It's one of those metallic paint jobs that looks good in the sun, but if it's not correct sunlight, it's black art.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was it was tongue in cheek. It was fun. Had some good action, as I recall. And
great action, actually. That's the one thing I get credit for it.
Yeah.
Upon revisiting it with Skinslip, I felt like I liked it a little bit better this time.
Yeah.
The first time I thought like it's okay, but this time around, yeah, it's better than okay. It is. It's not necessarily a fantastic, amazing fucking movie, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable.
It's
I would want to watch that again.
It's fun.
Yeah. I was actually looking to see how much the steelbook was. It's a little bit too much for me right now, but I'm going to get it probably.
I got it at the time when it came out, so it was probably like $20-$30.
It's the same price. It hasn't gone down.
Yeah.
And
okay. It's because it's not popular.
Maybe I was
not
a
in
little bit
demand.
too harsh
so,
on Sinister 2.
You know.
Sinister 2 isn't garbage per se.
Not garbage. It's not great.
There are aspects of it that I felt like...
Main character. I like him.
If they had... the main character. If they had taken it in a different direction, I probably would have liked it better. I like that they can actually continue the fucking series with the main character.
Yeah.
And like...
It's just to show you guys.
They could take it into some pretty cool directions.
Before, but I'll show
honestly,
you
from here.
Topical.
They're not going to take
John's
it
talking about his steelbook.
There we go. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. Oh my god, it's
beautiful.
It's one of the
beautiful.
best steelbooks.
I need to get that steelbook.
And then on the back, it actually has the car.
That's of course out of print now, but it's not fetching like ridiculous prices.
And then
it's
inside,
like $40-$50.
30. It's $30,
if you're
dude.
I take the disc out.
It's still fucking $30.
$30?
Yeah. $28.99 for one of them. I almost bought
It's
it.
because nobody liked the movie, so it's not in high demand. You can still get it.
Exactly.
But
so instead of having green body, they went with green lights.
Like it's still a pretty good price.
Nice. The green lights were a nice touch on the car. That's a change from the original.
And you can see like nice.
The way they did that.
It's all textured.
It's really cool looking. I'm gonna probably buy it.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna pay $30 fucking for that damn movie just to have that edition.
That's why I got it. I was like, well, I don't have this movie. I want this movie because I love the Green Hornet, and cool steelbook, man. Yep.
And then
just fixing
my main thoughts on Sinister 2 are that it wasn't terrible. If you watch it like with a friend and you're riffing on it, it's a lot of fun. I'm sure. Like I had a lot of fun watching it with Skinslip, but not because it was a good movie, because it was a bad movie that you could make fun of.
It was,
you know,
the riffing was the entertainment. Yeah, like most of our movie gangbang stuff.
There was this one kid who I swear to God, she got mad at me for continuing to say it, but I'm telling you, this kid looks exactly like a young Ben Shapiro.
Oh God!
And I just couldn't stop mentioning that. Like, go ahead, Ben Shapiro. Tell us what we have to do next.
Oh my God! Ben Shapiro.
God.
So then me and Sam had a regular movie day.
Mm-hmm.
We watched Beyond the Door.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe was this the same? No, this is an extra day we had. That was a regular movie day. This was a Thursday or Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. Okay. You got a bonus extra day off, so I got to.
Yay!
Well, we got to watch a pair of movies, and then we watched something else. What was the documentary or something we watched?
Was it a doc? I don't.
We watched some other thing. We watched Beyond the Door, which is a movie that came out the year after Exorcist, and it's a by the numbers Exorcist ripoff from Italy. That is 100% worth watching. The first 35 minutes are a bit of a slow burn. I would say slower than The Exorcist. Okay. But once it starts kicking off near the end, it's a really solid Exorcist ripoff. I give it 3 out of 5 stars. I would watch it again.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
It's got some interesting bits. It really felt like a new Hollywood movie, which makes sense.
Okay.
It came out of the new Hollywood era.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
It felt more like a new Hollywood movie than even The Exorcist, which undoubtedly was a new Hollywood movie. So and they were going really stylistic with it.
And then we watched the next Amityville film, Amityville: A New Generation, with the Cursed Mirror.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That was kind of a letdown, considering the first sequel, number 4, was amazing. First sequel to the box set. And so they've just gone down in quality since then.
Yeah.
What's that?
It wasn't terrible.
No. It's like movie 6 in the series too. It's like the 6th film, so it's like of course they're gonna go down in quality at this point.
It was watchable, which I have to say, when you get the 6th film in the Hellraiser series, actually it isn't true. It's not watchable. We made wasn't it the 6th movie in the series?
Running around watching the Hellraiser movies.
Oh my goodness.
Why has Skinslip frozen? Uh-oh.
Am I frozen?
Oh no, you just weren't moving. Never mind.
No.
I was hitting on someone. Sorry.
You were completely motionless. I legit thought you'd frozen.
I was reading back on a previous message and
Okay.
That takes
plotting how to
talent.
hit on somebody.
Yeah.
It looked like you broke out of the mannequin challenge when you actually moved.
Oh, jeez. All right, next, I watched Mothra versus the Thing, or Godzilla versus the Thing, the Tetra cut, which is the company that released it back in the 60s. They dubbed it back then, I should say. They didn't release it. I think American International Pictures or something like that. Watched it with my friend Calico. She's a really nice lady battling cancer, and I thought I'd watch some movies with her and hang out with her, so it was kind of cool. And then I watched Teen Titans: The Judas Contract with my friend Sarah.
Ooh, nice. How was that one?
That was really good. It
Nice.
was very new 52-ish, so they changed a lot from the original story, which was a little bit of a bummer.
The original was
twist at the
definitely not New 52.
No. The twist at the end of the original story has been altered significantly.
No.
And I think it's a detriment, but so it's not perfect, but it's still 3.5 stars.
Yeah.
Very much enjoyed it. I think the Sam Liu film, as we were talking, he did does most of these. Yep, he did. He did that one too.
Yeah.
Liu might be Liu. I'm going to say name wrong.
Yeah, I think I had a couple random issues of that crossover event when it originally came out, the Judas Contract, but
yeah, it's collected in the trades. I haven't read it in a long ass time.
Yeah. No,
And then last night, Last Drive-In returned. I missed the first movie, but it was Slumber Party Massacre 2. I've already seen it.
Yeah.
And the second movie was Victor Crowley, which is the fourth Hatchet film.
I haven't seen any.
As we were talking about earlier, the first two were really good. I haven't seen and the fourth one's decent. I haven't seen the third one.
Okay.
There's a real what?
I thought it was terrible, Victor Crowley. Oh,
really? Fuck you. You don't know a good slasher when you see one, dude.
God.
So the thing about Victor Crowley is, the Last Drive-In is they got like literally a whole fucking cast to show up and start talking about this movie.
That was the cool part.
Yeah, and they're like they said earlier, like the Adam Green was like, so like they said that okay, so Adam Green made a deal with AMC theaters to release this movie unrated in theaters, uncut, and they released it for the preview night showing, and then bulked at releasing it, and it disappeared from theaters. And then when it released on home video, they cut out a scene in which you see a man's penis, which is just homophobic as fuck. Like because they don't think it would sell or something, even though the line is like, "Sign my penis or are you homophobe?" And he's like confronting this guy. He's like, "Sign my penis." Well, you sign that girl's tits.
Yeah.
Are you homophobic? And it's just the best fucking. Sign my fucking dick, you homophobe. Probably the best fucking part. But he didn't, I still haven't seen it uncut technically because Shudder didn't get it uncut either.
Oh. So wait. So where is that scene? Is it just on the Blu-ray or?
Some Blu-rays have it, some don't, and you don't know which one's which.
Oh God, I hate that.
Yep, they refuse to mark it.
I hate that shit.
I hate it. It's fucking bullshit.
This is the penis cut. This is the not penis cut.
Who's seen penises? Because I'm not really a fan of them. But like, I want a movie uncut. Goddammit.
Well, yeah, exactly.
The whole point was that there's always female nudity in these movies, and he wanted male nudity only just to upend the balance.
We're saying uncut, and we're talking about a penis.
Also, here's the thing: the MPAA told them to cut the penis scene.
Ugh, of course they did.
Or cut some of the stuff, right? So they had a preview audience because what they do it for MPA rating. They're supposed to be an audience of your peers, which are people in the fucking industry are supposed to come watch the movie and then say if they okay or not. And they bust in a bunch of old folks from a fucking old folks home.
Oh God.
Who all groaned when he said the movie was called Hatchet.
Of course. The uncircumcised edition, yeah.
The uncircumcised edition. Oh my God. Somebody please release that. It's the best.
Now there's no question.
It's
we want uncut penis. Yeah.
It's a decent slasher film. There's one anxiety-inducing thing where a person slowly drowns. That's a thing that's a trigger for me. So it's like, no.
There's
a terrible way to go.
Yeah, there's a scene in what the fuck was it? That one with Angelina Jolie, where she's a spy, where someone drowns. It's long,
Salt?
drawn. Salt. That's the one. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'm avoiding Salt now.
It's there's a little. I mean, there's more going on to that scene, but it was tough.
Upsetting.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
and that's
I
not
can't do
something that's not a trigger thing necessarily for me, but the story and emotional context of the scene made it very hard.
Yeah, well, this person had their lover, her husband, holding their hand while it's happening, because they can't get her pinned off the ground. The plane that they're in slowly sinking into the swamp, so there's water coming in.
Okay.
So she's fucking drowning. And I'm like, I can't.
Similar context then, although different.
I fucking can't, dude.
Yeah,
I just
different.
that's too much. That's too much stress. That's a big trigger for me.
Oh, Salt was good. It was very good, but there was that one particular scene was very, I mean, it's supposed to be difficult. It's supposed to be a difficult moment for the character as well. I mean, it's important, but it was
just one of those things.
It was hard. Hard to watch.
It's just one of those things, like the movie Frozen, not the animated one, but the one by Adam Green. Like the people on the scale of the fall. Someone gets eaten alive in that, and you just kind of see the whole fucking thing or hear the whole fucking thing, and just can never watch that movie again.
Yeah, lovely.
Can't.
Lovely.
Well, like it's spoiled in the trailer. Someone jumps off the fucking lift and breaks their leg and gets
and then gets eaten. Great.
Jesus. I can't watch that movie. I sold that DVD. That was one of the DVDs I just sold. So I'm not gonna upgrade this Blu-ray.
Never watching this again.
Yep.
Some movies are like that.
It's a great movie. It's a great fucking movie, but I can never watch it again.
Yeah. Is that one you got there, Stout? I can't see it. Oh, one of the Critters movies.
I
flipped all my covers.
Leonardo DiCaprio was in this.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen any of these, have you?
Excellent.
Did
the movie that made his career?
Cover on this one too. I mean, this one has kind of a shitty ultimate.
They all have shitty covers. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No, I like the first two, but I don't like the third.
The third and fourth one have terrible covers, but they split them because the base covers are also terrible. But I'd rather have the side without the UPC if I'm gonna have a terrible cover.
Yeah.
So, there's no good cover for 3 and 4.
So any other movies?
That was done for me. What about you, Stout?
Stout, you know any others?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, not too many, but yeah, I watched Jerry Maguire for the umpteenth time.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Every time I watch this movie, I get something else out of it. This time around, I got out the message that like nobody fucking believes this guy, and they don't believe in him when he fucking writes out a long ass memo. He puts all this fucking time into writing his mission statement, which everyone just refers to as a fucking memo for the entire fucking movie. Literally until like the last scene, they're still calling it a memo, even though he wrote this long ass.
Excuse me, sir. I would like you to show me the money, please. Just show me the money.
Show me the fucking money!
He's trying to talk about how to change back the industry that he's in, right? So that it's more about the heart than it is about the fucking money.
Yeah.
Right? And in the process of this, the overall message is, I feel like, in order to get people to understand things, because he got fired for writing that fucking mission statement, right?
Yeah.
And the only way he got anybody to fucking understand that there's actually, like, this is actually a good idea, we actually should focus more on the heart than on the fucking money, was by fucking showing that it works that way, that you can make it fucking work that way, that you can make it in that industry by doing it that way instead of being a shitty motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right? And the whole romance aspect of the film also, that's the exact same thing that's going on in there. He's talking and talking and talking about how much he cares about the person he's with, but he's never fucking showing it until the very fucking end. And that's the fucking message of the movie. Sometimes words aren't enough, and you need to fucking show people.
Yeah.
So
actions speak louder than words. So yeah, he tried to not be a dick, unlike the asshole that stole all of his clients. Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time.
watched...
I remember really liking it though. Pre-crazy Tom Cruise.
The first time I watched that movie, I thought it was stupid because I didn't fucking get it because I was a kid.
Yeah.
Every time since, I've gotten something more out of it.
It's a wonderful movie.
That's a good movie, then.
Yeah, it's a very good movie.
Good movies always give you something new, like onions peel apart, you know?
Yeah.
Vanilla Sky's one I still need to see. Heard it's really good. Good sci-fi.
Wishmaster. I watched Wishmaster 1 and 2.
Oh, boy.
And, well, I enjoyed the first one, kind of. It's like a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
It's not really great.
Not good.
But I was like, well, this is
not bad. But not good.
This is not a good start, you know?
Julian Sands is so fucking good, though.
Yeah.
And the effects are really good.
Oh, yeah.
Are you thinking of that one or are you thinking of Warlock?
That's the thing I
Oh,
noticed
shit.
about this.
Never mind. I mixed them up.
I had a feeling.
That's
Warlock's
the thing
better.
I liked about this the most.
But Julian Sands is really good.
Yes, you're right. Warlock is great. Wishmaster you can just skip.
The practical effects in these movies are fucking phenomenal. Like,
yes, first two.
Really fucking good. Really out there, fucking crazy as hell. Death scenes and kills and all that stuff. Like, every time somebody makes a wish, you're just like, what am I gonna fucking see now? What's gonna happen now?
Yeah.
But for my money, the first movie does not really have as cohesive of a plot as the second movie does.
Oh.
The second movie actually has a better fucking plot that makes more sense.
Interesting.
And that's kind of hard to say because at the same time as I say that, I have to acknowledge also it probably has, of the two movies, the stupidest death scene.
Excellent.
Absolutely the stupidest fucking death scene. But
stupider than Innkeepers?
What
that fucking end. That fucking end. Why did he go into the basement? Sorry.
Don't go in the basement.
I'm talking about stupid on like a sophomoric level.
Oh, okay.
Not on a this doesn't make sense level.
Okay, fair enough.
But yes, the practical effects in the first one are really good, and they were even better, I would say, in the second one.
Oh.
And then I haven't even touched the third and the fourth because I watched the fucking trailers for both, and I was like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What have I gotten myself into?
There's a lot of like
now you have to watch
footage,
them.
reused effects footage, but like the unused parts of it in those movies. Weird. And there's a bunch of CGI on top of all that and full crap.
I do like that at least the first two movies star some of the fucking icons in horror films.
Yeah.
So like you got Tony Todd in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And some other icons.
Struggling now to think of the other icons because wow, my brain is just mush.
You got Tony Todd and Tony Todd. And
Tony Todd.
Robert Englund. Robert Englund's in it, isn't he?
Is he?
Robert Englund.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen it.
I don't.
We watched it for.
Yeah, I don't.
We watched the first one for Movie Gangbang or LXC at some point. I can't remember which one.
I know I haven't seen any of them.
There was somebody else. Oh, who's? You know the guy from
England.
The original Friday movie. What's his fucking name?
Oh, him.
Well, there's somebody else that's like really well known for their like somewhat minor roles that they have in most of these movies. Not horror movies per se, but you know.
It hasn't all been SNI. I was doing another stream before, and we just went into SNI.
Yeah, I know.
8-hour show. Hey, back in the day, we did those. We would just literally stream all day, well into the night, and sometimes even longer.
It's hard to believe.
When we were younger.
I remember that Drunken Shelf Building was one of the longer ones. It was about 7 hours.
Okay, anytime alcohol is involved, expect like a 5-6 hour show. It's just the way it goes.
Hodder? Kane Hodder was in it?
Was it Kane Hodder?
He was Jason.
Tommy Lister is who I was thinking of. He was in there too.
Tiny Lister. Yeah, okay.
I don't.
Zeus.
Tiny.
I just remember with that one, the shelf
Zeus,
building
okay.
show. Just like,
I know who you're
I
talking
can't nail the backing. It's 3 a.m. I can't make noise. That's just ignorant. And then literally a minute later, crash.
Oh,
He like went to move the shelf and knocked over a stack of like board games.
It was
or
board
something.
games on the top, yeah, and they all fell crashing to the floor at 3 a.m.
it's amazing.
Oh, fuck. You just came back. You're like, I heard it echo outside. It sounded like a gunshot.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
Um,
dude. What am I fucking thinking? What's his face from Phantasm was in it.
Angus Scrim?
The tall man.
My brain
Angus
is
Scrim.
failing.
Angus Scrim or Reggie
Yeah, he
Bannister?
played Reggie Bannister.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other famous person. in that
He's
too.
in it, but Angus Scrim also is technically in it. He is the narrator. at the beginning
Oh,
of
there
the-
you go.
Oh, okay. Well,
In
this
which
actually
house?
sounds
So,
like
yeah.
something I'd want to see, bad or not. I don't
Yeah,
have. I don't.
the first two are passable, worth having. I
Yeah,
would say.
okay.
The next two, God, I'm afraid to watch them.
Excellent. Yeah, I don't have that collection. I know a lot of people bought it simply because it was 4 movies for, not too much more than
$15.
one movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a good.
Titles are $25 usually.
It was a good deal. They're like 50 in Canada.
Maximum Overdrive is
50.
still $25 2 years later.
Yeah.
I still don't have it.
$50.
Fuck that noise.
There's
I
a
wasn't
few I
gonna
wanted.
pay
I'd
Screen
like.
Factory for that either.
I do have the Waxwork collection. Waxwork 1 and 2. I'm actually
Yeah, got that too.
thinking of maybe watching that for Halloween this year.
And I got the Gate also. I fucking love
The
the
Gate is one that I really want, and also Chopping Mall. Those are the 2.
Those are 2
top
I
of my
bought
list.
because those are my 2 of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
3 of my
I will
favorite
say
movies.
the
Waxwork.
Gate has come
Yeah.
down in price a little bit, so
Yes.
you might
Yeah,
be able to
so
get it
at
with
some
your next,
point.
Amazon gift card time.
next Amazon gift card. Yeah.
Huh. Anything else?
When I
Steph?
was looking at all the restaurant titles, I saw that for like $15, $16. That's it.
Anything else, Steph?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. So I watched 2 movies this week, sort of in my depressive state. First one, of course, I watched, surprise, surprise, Split. I had to watch this as soon as it came in. I've been wanting to see it again for, 30 years. And we already kind of talked about it, but I absolutely loved it. It was great revisiting it. Can't wait to check out the extended cut, which I'll probably
Jesus
watch
Christ.
fairly soon.
Maximum Overdrive's $29. Get fucked.
Okay, that is so cheap.
No, it's not. It shouldn't be
It's-
that much for you either.
They are $50 Canadian regularly
That's not real money.
here. Oh my God, shut
That's
up.
Canadian money.
Don't. That's higher than it should be, even with the exchange rate. That's the
I know.
point. Like, it's ridiculous.
You get screwed. I
It's
know.
not a
Slaughter High's down to $18.
90% exchange rate. Like, it should be at most 30 here. Like,
Chud 2 is
fucking ridiculous.
$27. No one's going to buy that.
anyway,
Sorry.
can I talk about my movies now, please?
Oh,
Thank
of
you.
course.
The other one I watched was Saturday the 14th, which I picked up.
I like that.
I
didn't say I like that one.
Yeah, it's fun. It's silly. It's goofy. I like it. I saw this actually in the theater when I was a kid because I was like, hey, a horror movie that isn't R, and I can see it in the theater. And I saw the trailer, and I thought it looked funny. So this is great. It's got Richard Benjamin, who, of course, I always remember from Westworld. He was the main character in Westworld. Also stars Paula Prentice. Also stars Jeffrey Tambor in one of his earlier roles, and we've all talked many times about how much we love Jeffrey Tambor. Wonderful character actor,
funny.
very funny guy. Yeah, so this is great. He's still bald. I don't think he's ever had hair. but yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's basically where this family inherits a house, and with the house, there's this mysterious thing called the Book of Evil. And whosoever shall open the Book of Evil shall release the evil within it. So inside the Book of Evil are all these different monsters. So the little boy in the family discovers the book accidentally and starts flipping through the pages. And, well, you can kind of get an idea of what happens. And as he flips through the pages, he sees a brief glimpse of a picture of a monster. Then the monster vanishes, and you just see the background of the image. And then you see all the monsters. So it's basically, it's so light on the horror. Yes, there's people that get brutally murdered by the monsters, but it's not gory at all. It's all kind of tongue-in-cheek and silly. It's very comical, very ridiculous.
My ex lives next to me on that.
There's also a lot of little fun references and nods to classic horror movie stuff that horror fans will definitely pick up on. Like, there's the Van Helsing character who is having dinner with the family. They've brought him in to take care of their bat problem, because they've literally got bats in their belfry. But he informs them he's actually there to take care of the monsters. So they're all sitting down having dinner, and the little boy offers him some coffee, and or the wife or somebody offers him coffee, and he's like, "I never drink coffee." It's just a little cheesy Dracula reference there, but it's full of little references like that, and it's not a great movie by any stretch, but it's just cheesy, silly fun, and it's got lots of cool monsters in it, and it's a lot of fun. I've always had a soft spot for it, so.
Back in the day, I want the sequel, and
that's right. There is a sequel, yeah.
Strikes Back, yeah.
I've never seen that one. But it has an interview with the producer, produced by Julie Corman, by the way, Roger Corman's wife. So she's quite an accomplished producer as well.
She's wonderful.
And she said one of the reasons she wanted to do it was because she'd never really done a comedy before, and it was written and directed by Howard Cohen, who was a pretty accomplished comedy writer and director, and he wanted to do something in the horror vein. So it was just kind of one of those things where the planets aligned and they were all on the same page, and they got it all going. And they got Richard Benjamin, who's a wonderful comic actor. He was also in a sci-fi. Richard Benjamin was also in a sci-fi spoof series called Quark, which was a short-lived kind of Star Trek parody from the early '80s. Quite a funny show. And the pilot's kind of so-so, but when it went to series proper, it was actually quite good. They ironed out the wrinkles. But, yeah. So anyway, a lot of fun. Saturday the 14th. I like it. It's a good time. Fun to revisit.
My ex actually lives next to somebody who was an extra or one small part in that movie.
Oh,
and he's
okay.
telling him about, and then I got like little bits of the story because he's got a fucking brain injury. He can't form fucking stories and shit. So I got little bits of it.
Yeah.
There's some really wild shit that happened on that set. Apparently.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would like to sit him down and get him to fucking tell me the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, Julie Corman, they have a pretty good length interview with her on there, and she talks a lot about how the project came about and just some of the trials and tribulations of working on it and stuff like that, and a bit of background about some of the actors who were in it and what their history was and how they worked together and how they worked with everybody else and stuff like that. So, yeah, it was good. It was interesting stuff and always fun to revisit. That came out in what was it, 1981, I think? Yeah, 81. So I would have been 9 years old when that came out, and it was right. Everybody says, "Oh, it's just a parody of Friday the 13th." Yeah, well. The Friday the 13th parody part of it goes about as far as the title, and the rest is basically just cheesy monster movie, which is more a parody of and loving homage to all the classic monster movie tropes than anything else. And yeah, I like it. It's good time. It's really short too. It's only 75 minutes long, so it's like barely a feature-length movie. But that was a perfect length for me at 9 years old. As a young lad. Pandemonium was going to be Thursday the 12th.
What movies have you seen this week?
What are all of the movies you watched, Cass?
Nothing new.
Oh.
And actually, I realized I should get on that because I've got about, 60 movies on my to-watch list.
Oh, well, there you go. 40 for 40.
I have... yeah, well, there's that. But actually, all of those I've seen, but...
Yeah, just old favorites.
Was it? Yeah, exactly. It's more just kind of sharing the favorites.
Have a good night,
whatnot.
Michelle. We're almost done here.
Hey, Michelle.
For this week.
Yeah, and I just kind of, as I think of a movie, and I'm like, I should actually watch that. I have a little notepad doc, so I just add it to the list.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I had two kind of rewatches this week.
Okay.
I had
nice.
Casino and Scarface.
Nice, both of which I have yet to see.
I think I was kind of in a, getting on top and then it all falls apart mood.
Okay, fair enough.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Similar tropes. And actually, funny enough, they both kind of started with, I actually was going and watching a couple particular scenes and then ended up just watching the whole thing.
Ah, okay. Yeah, some movies are like that, I find. I'll do the same thing. I'll just end up watching the whole movie.
Yeah.
It's like, oh
Yep,
yeah,
that's happened to me.
I love this
with
movie. I can't
any
stop
number of-
here.
Any number of like, fucking favorite movies. I'll just like,
Oh,
I
know.
guess I'm watching this now.
Yeah, I know. Right? And you're like halfway through. It's like, well, I can't stop now. I might as well just watch the rest of it.
My favorite thing is you'll jump
Yeah.
in the middle to check the quality, and then you'll just watch it from there.
Yeah,
You've seen the
yeah.
movie 100 times.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, I
Oh,
know.
I guess I'm
I
watching
find-
the whole movie.
Yep.
I find The Fugitive is like that. It's one of those ones where it's like, I'll just put it on while I fold my laundry, and then I'm
End up
done
watching
folding the laundry, and I just sit down and watch the rest of it.
Well, that was like when I got the Miami Vice Blu-ray set. I put it on just to watch, as you say, Skinslip, just to kind of check the quality, see how it looked. And I ended up watching the entire pilot movie again. I was like, well, that was amazing. But, yeah, definitely a treat having that one on Blu-ray finally. But,
Ooh, I gotta get back to that one too.
absolutely.
And pick up the rest of the seasons, actually, as I only have season 1.
Oh, really? I thought you had the first 2.
Yeah. Nope.
Just the
I only
first
have
season?
the first season.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have a Blu-ray player?
No.
God damn it. Well, you
It's
can,
on the list eventually.
you can probably get the seasons fairly cheap. I was going to say, though, but I mean, it's definitely one that looks and sounds great on Blu-ray.
If I do my next rig upgrade, that'll probably be one of the things I'll just throw in
Oh, put a drive
while
in
I'm
it.
doing everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
That probably won't be happening for a while, but
No. Of course not.
Nose.
yeah.
The nose.
Well, I will say that you can find Blu-ray players pretty cheap at thrift stores nowadays.
That's true.
That's true.
They've permeated
Yeah,
the
I
market
could,
enough.
excuse me, I could just get an external, I suppose, too.
Well, you can get extra. Well, just get a Blu-ray player. You know.
Yeah.
Do you have a TV that you could hook it up to?
Nope.
What about your monitor? Does
Probably
your monitor
could.
does your monitor have an HDMI in?
I don't know, and I don't want to twist it around right now and cause disasters to look.
Okay. Never mind.
I get
Find
you.
out
I
another
get you.
time.
I know the main one. I don't think the main one would, but my new one, my secondary one, I got might.
Your new one might. Like, it's pretty standard on monitors now
Yeah.
to have HDMI as one of the connectors.
Here's what I can do. This is the ultimate in 2020 laziness. I will go to Amazon and look up the specs of the monitor that's right beside me.
I've done that. I've done
Yep.
that.
Yeah, Well, what was it the other day? The other day I was trying to figure out, like, I know I have this movie. Where the fuck is it? So rather than... I'd gone through my shelf several times. So what I ended up doing was, okay, I can't find it on the shelf. Where the fuck is it? So I went back through my DVD and Blu-ray collection overview videos to where I had, like, a shot of the shelf. And I went through the 2018. Nope, it's not there. Went through the 2015 of just the horror section. Nope, it's not there. And then finally found it in the 2012 overview. I was like, there it is. Oh, I thought I had it on Blu-ray. Apparently I didn't. I had it on DVD. I must have sold the DVD with the intent of upgrading to Blu-ray, and I never did.
I don't have this problem sorting by alphabet.
Doesn't look like it has
Yeah,
it.
well, if it was actually on my fucking shelf, I would have found it immediately, okay?
But I would have found it immediately if
Yeah.
it were alphabet.
I didn't find it because it wasn't there. That's the point. I thought it was...
Sorry, am I
I thought...
angry at you?
No, yes.
Green.
I thought it was misplaced or put in the wrong section or something, and that's why. Because I had no recollection of selling it. So, but no, I couldn't find it because it didn't exist on the shelf anymore. Like, I know all the places where it would have been if I had found it, and that's what was frustrating me. It's like, okay, it should be here. Why is it not in this section? This is where I would put it. So, I do. I have a system, and when the thing exists on the shelf, I can find it. But yeah, so that's what it was. I had to solve the mystery of where the fuck did this title go. And
I'm not
Yeah.
just harassing you. I harass Justin probably once a week about shorting his fucking titles because he literally just has piles of.
well, he
unsorted
just has
movies
piles.
everywhere.
I
Oh,
at least
God,
have
that annoys
a
me so
system.
much.
So just
So
pick
true,
the fucking
yeah.
movies up and sort them, and I'll stop bothering you when they're in alphabetical order, and you can actually find Grizzly so we can fucking watch it, you fucking asshole. He
God
bought
damn
Grizzly
it.
to watch
She
it
really
me,
wants to
and
watch
then
Grizzly.
literally, he fucking lost it. There's piles of movies the next fucking week.
Into the black hole of his mind, of
Just
his
wanted
room.
to find Grizzly, for God's
It was
sake.
like a month later, but okay.
No, it wasn't. Because I asked
Yeah,
you the next
funk.
time if you wanted to watch it, and you couldn't fucking find it.
Yeah, so the movie was Let Me In. I knew I didn't have the original because I've never had the original.
I had that on Blu-ray,
So
but I
it's
don't have the other one. I don't have the
Let-
remake. I have the remake on Blu-ray, but I don't have the original on I have the original on DVD.
Okay, see, I only ever had the remake. I thought I had it on Blu-ray, but I didn't. I had it on DVD, and it was my intent to upgrade it. So apparently, I sold it at some point, and between 2012 and now, I watched it before I sold it.
That's the original.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I wanted to see the original as well. I just never got around to upgrading the other one, upgrading the remake, and buying the other one.
Where's my box set, Scream Factory?
But yeah, I was looking for it because it was the first feature film that New Hammer had done. That was their reintroduction movie. They did do a web series called Beyond the Rave, but that was only released on a Region 2 DVD. Let Me In was their first proper movie since reviving the studio. So I wanted to do, because I got the last few gaps I needed for that collection for the New Hammer, I was going to do a big update about it. So I thought, I should pull the other two off the shelf too. So I found Woman in Black, which I have, and the only other one I needed was Let Me In. I'm like, yeah, I have that. Nope. Apparently I don't anymore. So I have to reacquire that. Then I can do the updated overview. Luckily, the DVD is really cheap, or the Blu-ray is fairly cheap, so I'll just throw it in the cart and get it. I'm sure the original is better. I mean, to be fair, the remake is pretty damn good too. I think it's it's a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
But as Chloe Grace
it was
Moretz,
made by the same fucking guy who did the fucking new Planet of the Apes movies. I mean, come on.
Oh, was
yeah.
it? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. See.
Well, that explains it.
Yeah. All right.
It's like he's a good director or something.
Wow, what a concept.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Guy,
In
let
Hollywood,
that guy
it's pretty
do
rare.
all the remakes.
How
For a
rare is to
Hammer
find a
film,
good
it's
director
pretty
in Hollywood
rare,
nowadays?
to be honest.
Seriously.
Yeah.
How often do you see a good director? You don't. Most of those fucking big budget movies are crap.
Yeah, Let the Right One In is the original. Let Me In is the remake.
Yeah. Let the Right One In. I still
Let Me
have.
In is like a 7.5 out of 10, and I would
Let the
say
Right One In is so good.
Let the Right One In is fucking 9 out of 10. It's
Wow.
so fucking.
See,
it's way fucking better.
I want to
But
get
it's like that doesn't mean that the other one isn't good.
no. I mean, they're both good,
I haven't
but
seen the other one yet.
I just
seen
I
the
just haven't
original.
seen the original. I've only seen the remake, but I
Why is
like
the
the
slipcover
remake.
in a comic book though.
So I threw them in my cart. I think they're both about the same. They're both about $20. All right, that's fine. That's
I've
doable.
talked about my problems with the.
Also, Let Me In is out of print. All the Hammer stuff appears to be out of print right now.
Oh
So,
wow! So I actually have something that's rare for one.
all the new Hammer stuff is out of print. I don't know why. I don't know what's.
Maybe Scream Factory.
I haven't heard anything. Maybe, I don't know. But Scream Factory hasn't really touched any of the new stuff. They're just doing the old stuff. But
Maybe they will.
maybe, I don't know. We got Brides of Dracula coming out in a collector's edition. That was just announced. I was kind of wondering what was going.
Arrow stuff still.
I was kind of wondering.
Hammer stuff still.
I was kind of wondering what was going on there because they hadn't announced any new Hammer titles. They've been announcing them pretty regularly for the past year or so, and suddenly it went quiet for a couple months. I'm like, is that it? Are we done now? What's happening? But then they announced Brides of Dracula. I'm like, well, if they're doing that, if they're doing deluxe editions of the 8 movies that are in that Universal set, there's still 4 more movies that they haven't done.
Right.
So Brides of Dracula, which I think is the last of the monster movies in that. I think the rest are kind of the crime thriller stuff. So there's 3 more movies, which hopefully they'll do something similar with. If not collector's editions, at least nice editions with some extras. And some of those collector's editions are really nice. They're actually new transfers over what was on the Universal set. So, a lot of them are improvements. Also, the Universal set was all bare bones. The Scream Factory collector's editions have piles of extras, and like some good extras too. So,
haven't decided to upgrade any of them yet.
Some of
probably
them-
gonna be the last that I upgrade.
there's some that was it Evil of Frankenstein has the TV cut, which is super rare apparently, and I think it was almost considered lost for quite a while, but they found it and they put it on the set as a bonus.
Everyone's like get really excited about the Event Horizon announcement that happened like a month or two ago, but like we all know what happened to the original print. They already talked about how it was in a fucking salt mine in fucking Transylvania and deteriorated and doesn't exist anymore.
Well, I mean,
so
unless
Event Horizon's not going to come out on the director's cut.
Well, unless there's another like copy of that print, like an interpositive or something.
That wasn't the print. It was the original negatives that deteriorated. Is the problem.
Yeah, so there might be might be like an interpositive or something. That's the point. Is that there might be something out there that
it's possible.
Be nice.
Maybe
we all want it.
I mean, anything's possible. I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
I don't think it's. I'm not holding my breath for Event Horizon. I really wanted a director's cut, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
All the like ridiculously gory footage added back in.
Just give me all that footage, damn it.
If there's, I know they have stills. They have stills of it. It'd be nice if they could. I know, but I mean, if they could somehow use that to. I mean, because to be fair, a lot of that footage was just flashes anyway. There was only a few frames to begin with. So, I mean, they could do something, maybe. I don't know.
There's a completely different edit of the film that
was it?
Could be made.
Was it, like, significantly?
Yeah, it was longer.
Oh, okay. I think I
the thing is, you might actually have a VHS source. We might actually still be able to see.
That'd be cool.
At least part of it.
Honestly, I would take anything just to see like what the original full vision was for that movie.
What often happens is they'll do the cut.
Yeah.
And then they'll make a VHS or a tape or some other format, and they'll take that to screen it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes that tape disappears with the director. Because he knows it's never going to happen.
That's true.
More than once it's happened.
Yeah.
So.
And then it's resurfaced years later, and hey, look what I
possible
found.
We have that. Like that, where they can cut around the bits that they don't have the footage for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've done that before, where they've used SD inserts where nothing else is available.
I'm perfectly fine with SD inserts when nothing else is available. No
exactly.
problem.
I mean, just so we can see what the full original vision was. Like, that's... Especially something like that. I mean, Event Horizon is just so goddamn good. You know? I think it's Paul W.S. Anderson's best film.
It's arguably it's arguably his best film. I would fight somebody in a parking lot covered in glass about that one. But yeah, it's definitely his best film.
Yeah.
And the six Resident Evil films can't compare. He only directed 3 of them, I think.
No, he directed all of them. I'm pretty sure he directed all of them.
Nope, we went over this. Raptor fucking gave us a list of all the fucking directors from 2 and 3 directed by somebody else.
Alright, no, hold on. Gotta look it
up
now. Don't believe you. Don't believe you. Gotta look it up.
Raptor corrected you like 2 weeks ago when we talked about it last.
Just because your memory is so great about everything else doesn't mean it's great here.
Resident Evil 1, Paul W.S. Anderson. Yep. Okay, moving on to the next one. Hold on. I'm going to go through all 6 of them here. Resident Evil Apocalypse, that's the second one. Come on. Hurry up, IMDb. Load faster. Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
The second one. Hold on, the second one.
You're wrong for once. Oh my god.
That would explain why I didn't like the second one as much. It was directed by Alexander Witt.
Oh my god. The first one's the only good one. Let's put that fucking down.
No.
Like the rest.
The first one is definitely the best one, like by a wide margin.
The third one best.
But I don't think it's the only good one. I like the third one. Actually, I do like the third one. Legit.
Yeah, the third one's fun because it's so bad it's good. But...
And it's got like kind of a Mad Max meets fucking
up,
zombies.
Thank you.
Vibe.
Thank you.
Okay, so Alexander Witt, so he's directed 1 so far. And then Extinction. I think he came back for Extinction, didn't he? No, Russell Mulcahy.
4 through 6.
Okay.
4 through 6.
Apparently I like Russell Mulcahy, but also, written by Paul Anderson. So he's at least writing them. He's got some involvement. And what's the next one? The fuck was the next one?
You also did AVP, which you hated.
Retribution.
You actually like that one
was the next one.
Take back.
All right, so
actually, I really like the 3 Musketeers. I thought it was pretty good. He did Soldier.
Yes, he did. Okay, so he did Retribution. So he's done 1 and 4. And then next one was Afterlife.
And he did Death Race, the remake.
And he did Afterlife. And then the last one.
Everything after 3 he did. He did the 4, 5, and 6.
The last one is Final Chapter. Okay. So he did...
Yep.
Okay, so he did 4 of the 6.
Yes.
But he wrote all of them.
Yes.
So, there you go. Wonder why he didn't direct 2 and 3. It just seems odd to me.
He didn't want to.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to do other things, and then he never got any. He did ADP, I think, during one of the breaks, and then he just never got anything else off the ground, so he just went back to Resident Evil. Because they really wanted to do that before, or they wouldn't let him do any of the movies till he did that.
I still gotta
That's how he did. He was able to do Pompeii and Monster Hunter and Three Musketeers because of that. So
I still gotta watch the last one. Probably gonna do a marathon of all 6.
Interesting thing, everyone cracked on Three Musketeers, and it's not the greatest Three Musketeers film, but it is a really fun steampunk film, which we don't have a lot in live action, I gotta say. So I
don't know that one. Three Musketeers,
2011.
11?
It bombed super bad for no apparent reason, in my opinion. It's a decent action film, like Paul W.S. Anderson has like.
Oh, it has Orlando Bloom in it.
Yes.
And Mia
He's
Jovovich,
fucking awesome.
of course.
He's Legolas all over again.
Luke Evans, Ray Stevenson.
Yeah. Juno Temple, Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads
Christoph
Mikkelsen,
Waltz,
yeah.
Ray Fox.
Well,
I mean, like James Corden.
Damn.
You got him.
And Pompeii. Okay, there's like a whole bunch of his movies that I need to see.
Yeah, Pompeii bombed too. I hear that's decent. So.
Well,
like I just didn't like Resident Evil films. I don't think he's a bad director at all.
I thought, they're all right. I mean, I mostly remember the first 3. I liked 1 and 3.
1 is really good.
1 is good. I've watched that one the most by far. Like, it's a fun...
I saw 1 in a drive-in.
It's a fun action horror and has some genuinely good, scare moments, like jump scares. It's fun. Yeah. And that awesome score by Marilyn Manson.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great score. But, I don't know. People shit on them. People don't know how to have fun anymore. It's so sad.
People, it's really weird. Everyone's like, oh, there's nothing original in Hollywood. I'm like, yeah, you don't watch the original movies. Drive Angry, you didn't watch it.
Yeah, when they do them, you don't watch it. That's it exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you complain. Or you complain about them or shit on them. It's like, oh, I don't like that. It was, like, weird.
Or didn't meet my expectations. Well, fuck your expectations.
It was original. It was interesting.
Like Crank. Like, why aren't we getting third Crank?
I love Crank. Both of them. So much fun.
We got a second one. And what happened to Neville Lane Taylor? I need to get them back into making action films because they are insane people.
Which ones? They the guys who did Crank?
Neville Lane Taylor, the directors of Crank.
Yeah. Well, they also did Gamer. Everybody shat on Gamer. I thought it was a blast.
Yeah. Everyone shat on Spirits of Vengeance, Ghost Rider. That was the better than the first movie.
I had so much fun with Gamer. I never understood why people hate that one.
That's a great one.
Especially in this gamer world we live in now. Like, it's so relevant.
People are gonna get AI in place in their heads, and like that's gonna be a thing that can happen in some
Absolutely, it will. Like, yeah, I thought it was great.
How weird would it feel like you are running around a battlefield and you aren't in control of any of your actions? You can be like, what's going on?
Oh, I know. I know.
Just screaming the whole time.
Bye, Cass. Did he say he was leaving? No.
Yeah, he said night all.
Oh, he did. Night all. Okay, good night. We're about to sign off anyway. We're just rambling now.
Yes.
We're just bitching about Paul on the scene, fighting over who like
That's right.
what's good and what's good. That's why art is so amazing, because I think it's something's good, you think it's bad, Justin thinks it's passable, and we're all right.
Yeah, art is subjective.
That's right.
And it's going to mean, even if it's something that we all like, it could be we all like it for different reasons.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes
we all get something personal out of it.
On the wrong reason, like an assumption that it should be a one way, and it's not. You should always let the art tell you what it is. Always. Yeah.
Let the art inform you.
The art will tell you what you need to know. And if it doesn't, it's not a good movie.
That's what we say about going in with expectations. It's like, don't bring your leave your expectations at the door. Let the art inform you.
That's a phrase. Yeah, it's a phrase.
Yeah.
Art will speak to you if you let it.
Yes.
That's why when people say, like, this is objectively bad, I'm just like, you're objectively bad. You're objectively bad for fucking film for saying that. Fuck you.
Define what's bad.
Fuck you. Good day, sir. Or madam.
Because what's bad to you is not bad to me.
Yeah.
What's entertaining to you is not entertaining to me, but I'm not wrong.
No.
I might have an opinion founded on something wrong, but we can talk about that.
Yes.
But like, you can't say I'm objectively wrong, except for in the case of therapeutic.
Why don't you like that thing that I was sure was right up your alley? I'm confused. I don't understand.
Like, there's one movie that we all know that I come back to that always is like my worst movie I've ever seen. Dead on Sight, right?
Terminator City.
But even that has
Masterpiece.
Value to me.
Yeah.
As the worst movie I've ever seen.
I need to watch that again.
It
and
is
I'm the one who owns it, by the way.
Oh, you own it? He gave it to you?
I still have it. Yeah, it's supposed to be my box of pain that I never sent.
I have a rip of it that you sent me. But I would absolutely buy it and own it in my collection because I like things that are bad in that way.
Like, it's not fun bad, in my opinion.
No,
in my opinion. It's definitely like the second worst movie I've ever seen. I couldn't finish it. I'd like to finish it someday.
I finished it. Well, I think we did a group viewing where Stoud showed it to us on Beetle or something, and that's where I saw it last. I don't remember much about it. Which
most people couldn't make it through. Movie.
Okay. I talk about how to judge if a movie is good is if it resonates with you to the point where it's something about it stays with you. And I was talking about Split, which I haven't seen in 30 years. And so much of it stuck with me. Like, as I was watching, I was like, oh, yeah. It just, all came flooding back. But even beyond that, I remembered so much, and so much of it stuck with me. Dead on Sight, which I've seen maybe not even 10 years ago, I don't remember a goddamn thing about it.
I just remember the fucking tagline, Evil Needs an Audience.
Yes.
Isn't that fucking just the most memorable fucking tagline?
By the way, we're definitely going to recover Dead on Sight for the revival of Movie Gangbang when me and Stoud move out. So that's definitely going to happen.
Yes.
It's going to get watched. There's going to be a proper commentary, and Sean will be there. Don't worry.
Yes.
I will make sure of it. Because you have to watch it with all the pain. We have to endure the pain one last time. We have to seal the evil away one last time.
Which reminds me, I think I can't remember if I mentioned this last week, but last week I watched Unfriended Dark Web.
Was it better than the first one?
I thought it was a lot better than the first one, actually. I really genuinely enjoyed it. I thought it was
very disappointed with the first movie.
Well, okay, now the first movie, it has this sort of supernatural angle. This one does not. This is about bad people doing things to unwary people. And that, to me, made it scarier, because it's like, this is something that could plausibly happen. Like, this is a scenario that could happen. And that made it scarier to me. And I also think I found the group of characters a little more likable than the first one. I don't know. I need to revisit the first one because I want to do kind of a double feature review. But I thought the first one was okay. Like, I didn't mind it. But I think the second one was actually better and had a more interesting story, more interesting characters. I like how it's just these characters all just kind of get sucked down this rabbit hole because of the stupidity of one of their friends messing with something that he shouldn't, and they all get sucked into it, and it's just like this spiral into. But it's also, it works as a very tight thriller, and I think and there's a few points in it where there's like kind of a left turn twist, which you may or may not see coming, but I think take it further into more interesting territory again. And I don't want to say too much because a lot of the fun is in seeing everything unfold, but I liked it. I definitely recommend checking it out.
My problem with the first Unfriended was, one, they stole my idea. Two, the second thing is none of the characters were likable in any kind of way that I would want to watch the movie again.
Yeah.
And that's fine. You're allowed to make characters unlikable in a movie. That's your choice. Filmmaker.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I don't want to watch it again. You know. But yeah, I just I lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. Leslie says like sometimes I can't remember what happened in the movie if I saw it a week ago. Well,
yeah. Well, sometimes, yeah.
My memory got destroyed because what happened was, first I got hit with a baseball bat. Second, I watched 8 movies a day for like 2 fucking years.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell you what any of those fucking movies are. I had to go back. Did I saw this movie? Oh god, I guess I did see this movie back in 2013. Shit.
Has a death that you laughed so hard at. Knowing how twisted you are, Funk Monk, it must have been really brutal and ironic and violent and horrible for you to laugh at it. Funk is a little bit twisted.
I find it very painful to find out that Dead on Sight apparently has a 4 out of 10 on IMDb.
4 out of 10. That's great.
Excuse me?
Like
there is a fucking scene in this movie
Yeah.
where if you're paying, you don't even have to pay that close attention. But if you're paying close attention, you're listening in. There are two people like in the film having a conversation, and you can hear people fucking making all this noise offset.
Yep.
Who have nothing to do with the fucking movie.
That's great.
Yeah, you can hear the set
And
chatter.
they're talking about who fucking knows what. And
So
that's just it. It's all this chatter. You know what you don't see in professionally well done movies? That.
Yeah.
You don't fucking
Like,
see
twice
people.
I saw.
Like, I'll give you an example. Brick was made on a very shoestring budget, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they managed to do some incredibly impressive fucking audio work in that fucking movie. Just because they were shooting like live right alongside a street with a bunch of fucking moving cars.
Yeah.
And they got the fucking audio from all the moving cars out of the fucking film.
Yeah. Well, they probably
So
did
don't
all
tell
after
me
the
it's not
fact, right?
fucking possible.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. You
And
just
that's
have
just-
to actually care and be willing to put in the time and the effort.
And
That,
that's just
that
it.
was probably a
It's
budget issue, honestly.
Yeah.
For Dead on Sight, it's a very small budget film.
I don't know.
But
It's not
Yeah,
that
it was
difficult
like
to swap out
1.5
audio and
million,
do it all
though.
the time.
But what I'm saying here is like when I say it's a bad movie, I mean like down to details like that, like minute details like that are not a problem in like 99.9% of films, but in this case, it is a problem.
yep,
So,
I love movies where that's a problem, but
it's not a
the-
4 out of 10. It's worse than that. It's absolutely worse than that.
Yeah.
Fucking Prince of Persia is a 4 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's generous.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I know I
It's like
remember
a 3 out of 10,
you
my
despised it.
Well, these
Those
are all
are
my
great
opinions.
though, oddly enough.
The what?
But my opinions are founded upon something with Dead on Sight.
Nick
Just
Cage?
saying.
I didn't hear you again. Sorry, what was that?
I said Sorcerer's Apprentice, but Nick Cage is
Oh,
actually
that
really
one.
good.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shockingly.
Okay.
And there's a Magic the Gathering scene.
I
in
think
it, so
I have. Yeah, I have that one. Rosie had it in her collection. She gave it to me. Stuff she didn't want on her
one of
shelves
the better
anymore.
movies.
So
Yeah.
In Lone Ranger, of course, we always talk about how good it was, and people shat on it.
I.
Hey, look,
The
I
9-hour episode of
it's
SNI
interesting.
podcast.
Yes.
What was that? Oh, that's not a podcast.
SNI podcast. Snip. Snippity snip.
Podcast.
Podcast. Podcast.
Are we
Podcast.
not done?
Podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast. All right. Well, I think that's a show. I think we did a show this week. Is that the show? I think we did a show.
Yes, there was a show.
I think that's a good show.
Somewhere in there.
I realized, I think it was last week I remembered that I'd watched Unfriended Dark Web, and I forgot to mention it. I almost forgot to mention it this time. So, yeah, check it out. It's a good time, even if you didn't like the first one. I like it. We're starting to see a little bit more of what they're calling sort of offshoot of found footage, known as desktop horror is the term they're using.
God.
Where it's, huh?
It's just new format found footage.
Well, it is, but it's a specific kind where everything takes place on one character's computer screen, and all of the action takes place within the confines
And we
of that
fucking had
screen.
the idea first. I'm so fucking annoyed.
To be fair, I had the idea before any of you when I was on BBSs in the 90s, so get stuffed. Anyway. We all got shafted, okay? Anyway. So there's a couple others that are apparently quite good from that genre. There's one I believe
The host is getting
the host is a recent one. It's apparently amazing. I really want to see that. With quarantine and everything, we're probably going to see a bit of a surge in these types of movies because it's a perfect environment for making them. There's the host. There's one I believe it's called The Den, which actually predates Unfriended by several years. It's from like 2013, I think. It's supposed to be very good. DVD is, I think, out of print, but you can actually find it on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
It's on YouTube.
I've seen the cover for this, yeah.
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube. That's where I'm probably going to watch it, but it's supposed to be quite good.
A young woman studying the habits of webcam chat users from the apparent safety of her apartment witnesses a brutal murder online and is quickly immersed in a nightmare in which she and her loved ones are targeted for the same grisly fate as the first victim. It's like,
there you go.
Oh, it's like a
Kinda.
Rear Window, but with a computer.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, kind of. It's supposed to be quite good, from what I heard.
That's actually a really nice twist.
Yeah. Then was another. There's one with I think it's with John Cho, called Searching, where his daughter goes missing, and he finds her laptop, and then goes through the information on the laptop to try to track down what happened to her. And a lot of that is done through the computer screen view.
That reminds me of a video game where you're just looking through a cell phone trying to figure out what happened.
I played that Simulacrum.
No, it's a different one.
Simulacra.
It's a different game I'm thinking of.
Really?
Yes.
But that exactly describes Simulacra.
I'm aware.
Okay.
There's another one now.
Alright. Simulacra was good. There's a second one out now, apparently.
Oh my god. Can we show my fucking library?
No.
What the fuck, bitch? Your app is broke as shit.
Is it on your Twitch?
The app tell me that I don't have any games in my library.
What? That's bullshit. You totally do. I know you grab all... Oh, Twitch unreachable. I think I'm getting the same error. Hold on.
Okay.
Games.
Not just me.
Oh, no. It's showing the games. Yeah, I have no idea which one you're talking about, so I don't know what I'd be looking for. If it's not Simulacra, I don't know. But it sounds like one I'd be interested
Another
in
Lost
playing.
Phone, I think?
Called what?
Yeah, Another Lost Phone.
Never Lost Phone.
Another Lost Phone.
Another Lost Phone. Oh, I might not have that one. Nope, I don't have that one.
Another Lost Phone, Laura's Story.
Okay.
It's
I don't have that.
a game about exploring the social life of a young woman whose phone you have just found.
Oh, okay, so it's a very similar concept then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But that's the one I have. I haven't played it yet. I'm planning to play it on stream eventually.
Yeah, no. Simulacra was really good. That was genuinely creepy and trippy, and yeah, I failed. Everybody died in my playthrough. It's one I definitely want to revisit. I liked it a lot, and I definitely want to play the second one at some point. But yeah, it's good stuff. So anyway, there's a bunch of movies that kind of fall into this desktop horror genre, and some of the recent ones are apparently quite good. I know The Host has been getting rave reviews. That's one I really want to see.
Yeah, The Host is getting super good reviews, so I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, I definitely want to check that one out.
That's what me and Stat do. We go, oh, this movie doesn't deserve it half the time.
We could have done this better.
But we always report on the good ones, you know that.
Yeah. So, I mean, with it being an emerging genre anyway, we could technically do one of those, I'm just saying.
I'm aware.
Maybe we should think about that. Bounce some ideas around. Yeah. We'll see what we can do.
Stoudman.
Yes, Stoud.
He's asleep in his chair.
He's already dead. The killer already got him. Yeah. Death by Red Vine.
Accurate.
All right. Okay, folks, I think that is all we've got for you this week. I'm not streaming anymore after. I'm done for today. I've done my 8 hours for today. I'm going... Well, I'm probably going to watch... I might watch The Den, actually. I know that I've talked about it. I'm kind of in the mood to check that out.
You have it?
Well, it's on YouTube. I can watch it on YouTube.
Okay, fair enough. I just didn't know.
Yeah, I want to get the DVD. It's a little out of my price range right now, though. I think it's actually... I believe it's out of print.
Out of print?
Yeah, so... It's in my cart, waiting. Watching, waiting, planning, scheming, plotting. All right. We will catch you next week. I will be on sometime tomorrow. Probably do another working on stuff stream because I got a lot of stuff to work on. So might as well work on it with you guys. Hang out, have fun.
I'm going to watch a movie with Justin.
Yeah, and Rosie and I are going to have a movie night tomorrow. We're going to watch, I don't know, a couple things. Probably a couple scary movies. Expand her horror horizons a little more. Yeah.
All right. So I think that's it.
I'll let you know what we watch. I have no idea how long this has been. I'm gonna chop it up and send it up
4
to
hours.
YouTube.
We started at 10.
It's at least 4 hours. Yeah.
Almost 10.
I'm going
Awesome.
to stay 4 hours.
And a pre-show.
Yeah.
All right. Catch you later, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Until then, thanks for
Bye,
watching.
everybody.
Thanks for chatting. And sayonara.
Love y'all.
Love yous alls.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
And penis.
Where's the thing? I gotta find the thing. Oh man.